Let's hope this works. Dang it. Come on, guys. Why does this have to be so complicated? Hey, testing, test the audio. Da 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 da. Can you hear me? This sucks. I'm kind of mad. Because I thought I figured it out. Joshua Jones. Hey, that is my cousin. I didn't know he was on the channel. They had like 20 people in here last time. Oh, it's building up. But yeah, I thought I figured it out. I thought I figured out how to get audio from my computer playing while I talk, but that seems to not be the case. So I still need to figure that out because I really wanted to review some songs. If I do, I'm gonna have to do the songs from my phone so you can hear it. But yeah. Oh, this sucks, man. There was like 25 people in here in like a couple of seconds. Now there's only 13. Anyway, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Are you going to listen to it? I mean, I tried to, but I don't think it's gonna work. Because I can't. I can hear the audio, but you guys can't. You can't hear that, right? There's music playing. You can't hear it. Yeah, so it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I have to figure out how to fix that stuff. So I can listen to your music, but you won't be able to hear it. Checking out some good content. Thanks, Joshua. Did you Jarrett? Did you submit your song to the stuff? Who else? Let's see. Have I ever paid YouTube for views? If you're talking about like YouTube ads, I have tested it out on like 2 videos. They're both music videos. Not recent ones, but like the Galaxy video and the Alone video last year, I ran YouTube ads to get views, and it didn't really. It got me views, but it didn't really build my channel or anything. It was just kind of. Also ran ads on Facebook to link people to my YouTube channel. I think that helped a little bit, but I don't think they were lasting subscribers. What's up, shoppers? If I cough a lot, guys, or have some breathing stuff, please forgive me. It's because of my asthma. Bump. Oh, well, I can't bump it on a speed. I mean, yeah, I could, but I don't have the 1/4-inch cables to plug into the back of my speaker because I bought a new audio interface and it doesn't take the right connection, so I can't do that unless I bump it off my iPhone speakers. But then I can't really hear the song like that. Where you submitted to? I would say my email, but I really don't want to send more stuff to my email because it's really like there's a lot of stuff in there now, and it's hard to see my sponsored emails versus subscriber emails. So I need to actually set a separate email for subscriptions because that was a really bad idea. But the video where I say I want to help you make better music for free, that's where I'm looking at all the comments and stuff. I'm looking at everybody's email too. I'm like going back and forth, but I don't want to get any additional emails to what I already have. So shoot the link on that video. Why can't you release a single? I'm going to release Spend the Night. Spend the Night's going to be on the album. I keep telling people this. Guys, the song's going to be on the album. It's not going to be a single. It's going to be on the album. So just be patient, please. I have to perfect this stuff. There's certain singles that I want to be singles and certain songs that I don't want to be singles. So Spend the Night is not one of those singles. Haunted will be, though. The thing about Haunted, There's a Ghost in My House, that song. It has a sample in it. The piano is a sample from the Thomas Crown Affair soundtrack. And so I will not probably be able to release that on like DistroKid or anything. So that's going to be like a deluxe edition that you can buy on my website of the album. That's the sad part about that. So yeah, you guys won't be able to stream that song. The only way to hear that song is by buying that album on my website, which is, it works out for me. I want you to produce a few tracks for me, as long as you got a budget. Preview on USB mic and your son you play need bring out at, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what you were trying to say. I listened to your Spotify tracks in the name Enzo, Summer Collection, Winter Collection. Few songs are awesome. Thank you. There's also the Spring Collection with it, which is not on streaming services. It's only on SoundCloud and my website. Spring Collection is probably my favorite because it's pretty much the album that came at the start of my last, like, well, not last serious relationship, but the one before that. Basically, the album that's out now, or that's coming out now, is about the breakup of that whole relationship. But the Spring Collection, it was like the love is blossoming. Oh, like that's when we first started falling in love and stuff. So I kind of want to re-release it so that people get the full story. They get the beginning and the end. So I thought that would be interesting. But yeah, Spring Collection, Winter Collection, Summer Collection, Fall Collection is also on my website because that came out as well. I have all 4 collections. Sent mine to your email. Not sure if you'll get it. I mean, I got everybody's, so it's just I have to go through it. I really wanted to go through it in this live so that I can catch up, but technology. I have to figure out how to do this. I probably have to get like a sound card thing or whatever that crap is. But right now I don't have that stuff. You're gonna blow up. Watch. I believe that. I truly do. I think it just takes time. I think I'm right there on the edge. I think it's just something's gonna tip over and I'm gonna finally reach that level. Sorry, can't wait. Give us what we want. What are you talking about? Just sent it. Okay, cool. You sent it in the comments on that video. I like your style of music. Thank you. I pride myself on not making trap style music because I feel like that is like the trend right now. Even R&B artists, everybody's doing trap. Everybody's doing all that like club type stuff. But I've never been one to follow the trends. I just make what I feel. And if what I feel is like, for instance, I have a song. Maybe I can play through the speaker. Actually, no, I can't. I have a song called Go Ahead, which is like a country. Go ahead. It's like a country R&B. This is like back in 2008. If you can hear it. On the road to redemption. Yeah. You're actually going to get a preview of some of the really old songs I've made in that's my very first album back in 2008. In tomorrow's video, I will be posting a video basically teaching how to, we're back at 28. Cool. I'll be posting a video basically how to record your rap vocals in different styles. Basically the same thing that I did for how to record vocals and harmonies, I'm doing for rappers because I got a lot of comments from rappers saying how do you record vocals for raps? How do you stack raps? So that video is coming out tomorrow, but I'm previewing some of my really old music and I might make a totally separate video for this where I react to my old music and kind of try to make it better or something. But you'll hear some of my earlier works when I almost gave away my age, when I was younger. My favorite Michael Jackson song, probably Threatened. It's a very underrated song. And Earth Song is pretty close too. Man in the Mirror also. I think those are my top 3, maybe. It's tough, but Threatened is definitely my top favorite song. I think Threatened is my top song, and then Earth Song or Man in the Mirror is like tied for second as like a slower song. Hey, Tico's here. What's up, Tico? Tico, you guys, man, you guys gotta pay attention, man, because we shot a video with Tico Lewis and Caitlin Nicole, who is one of the characters on BET. What is that? Not Roll Bounce. What is that show called? Something about soul. Basically, it's about everything's slipping my mind right now. Soul Train. It's about Soul Train, I believe. I never watched the show, but I've heard of it. We shot a video for her, and it was like inspired by Poetic Justice, and Tico was basically the Tupac character, and it was a really dope shoot. I should have made a vlog about that, but it was some long shoots we had. But Tico's in here, did an amazing job. He also makes music. The song you played when you did the preview about the USB is fire. Bring it out as a single. What song was that? Haunted? No. Spend the Night. I'm not releasing that as a single, man. That's Spend the Night. It's gonna be on the album. Has any record label ever approached you, or have you ever reached out to a record label? I've never reached out to a label. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have reached out to Sony Music Japan, of all record labels, because they, at the time, like in 2013, they had some kind of competition or some kind of thing going on where they were just signing and looking for talent all over the world. And me and my friend Roscoe, who's also a producer, we got together, we made an EPK, we sent it off. I posted it on my Instagram, but I deleted the post. But I sent off this like package directly to them, had my music and everything on there, and they never responded. As for record labels reaching out to me, no. Actually, no. Again, another lie. Miami Blue Records. Oh, it's gonna get juicy in here. Miami Blue Records reached out to me, which is a smaller record label in Germany, who was working with Lucas Reiger. Lucas Reiger is basically the Justin Bieber of Germany. He was on The Voice Kids, and he was taught by or coached on The Voice by one of my favorite female vocalists, because she's beautiful. Lena, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but Lena. Miami Blue Records signed a contract for me to make like $5,000 to produce his entire debut album, which was incredible. I was still driving the truck at the time. I might make a video about this. And I produced all these records. I wrote a song for him. I wrote a whole bunch of songs for him. He performed the single that I wrote for, like the lead single of the whole album. He performed it in front of 15,000 Germans in an arena, sold out crowd. And I don't know what happened after that, but I didn't get paid a dime. They disappeared. And when I asked for my money, because I said, if the album doesn't sell a certain amount of copies, I want to be guaranteed $5,000 for all this work, because I produced like 12 tracks or 15 tracks. I didn't see a dime of that money. And at the time I didn't have a lawyer. So a record label did reach out to me, but they ghosted me as soon as it came down to the money. But it was cool that a song that I wrote was performed in front of 15,000 people. But I'm going to make a video about that and kind of talk about how to navigate the industry and those types of things. Oh, Jay Hill also reached out to me. Jay Hill's a producer for Mac Miller, Justin Bieber, I think a couple other people. He wanted me to send him some tracks for, I don't know who, I think Justin Bieber at the time. This was when Journals just came out, and I was doing all those remakes, and he found my stuff through the Journals remakes. And he was asking me, do I have like any originals? Because he really liked my remakes. And I was like, yeah. So, but the thing is, I don't trust anybody. So I was like, let me talk to my manager and let me have you talk to him, so we can like figure out how to do this the right way. Because I don't want to just send out my music and it not be protected. I don't want to just send out my music and then you just ghost me. And then like, he's like, nah, bro, I got you. I'm sorry. I know you guys are saying stuff, but I just want to tell the story. He's like, yeah, I got you, bro. And don't worry, I'm not going blah, blah, blah. But I don't trust people. So I never sent him anything because he never told me like he was going to he said, oh, I'll contact your manager. He never did. And he just kept hitting me up and nothing ever happened. But you know, I don't know what his intentions were. Janelle Monáe kind of reached out to me. I wrote a song for her way back in like 2015. And I was hoping it would get on her album, but it didn't. But she did find the song and she tweeted it. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, we're crying." Her and the Wonderland Art Society said that they were crying because of the song that I wrote, which was dope. And who else? There was one more person. Oh, Aaron Carter. I wrote a song for him, and he was supposed to send it to Mario, but that never happened. But Aaron Carter did reach out to me as well, who was like the Justin Bieber of the late 90s, early 2000s. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. So, yeah, I've been in many situations, many situations. Can I make a songwriting tutorial? Yes, I can, and I will. Do you want to get signed to a major? I don't want to. I don't have to. I don't need to. I like my independence because I can do whatever I want to do and make my own choices. And I have creative control over all my stuff. The only thing about being an independent is you have to do everything by yourself. So I have literally like no money to back my stuff. I have to work a job if I'm not making money doing what I'm doing. I have to work in order to fund the things that I'm trying to do. And that's the part that's not so easy because it's like you're battling between trying to be a musician and trying to work so that you can pay for being a musician because it's not cheap. So I would want to get signed for that particular reason to have money to do what I want, but I don't want to get signed if they're going to be like, we want all the rights to your stuff and you're going to be a slave. I'm not signing that kind of deal. I'd rather stay a broke musician. What version of GarageBand do you use? Whatever the latest version is. I have a question outside the topic. What's a tempo and what's a freaking key signature? And tempo is just how fast or slow the beat is. This is a tempo. The faster the tempo, the faster the song. Key signature is the key that the song is in. So C sharp major, B flat minor, things like that. It's basically the key that the song is in. You need to know the key of the song in order to set auto tune right or to play chords, scales, and all that stuff. So, yeah. Jordan, what in the world are you talking about? What type of production system do you use to produce your beats on? I use Machine, only Machine. The Machine software is enough for me. I bought it in like 2011 or 12, and I haven't made beats in anything else ever since. Before that, I used to use FL Studio for like 10 years, and it was great. But then I found Machine, and I loved the way that they had hardware to go with their software, and they had a whole bunch of dope free sounds. So I made the switch. I never went back. I did download, or I got the new FL Studio 20 on my Mac, but I still haven't opened it yet. I think I might try. I did produce in Reason for a little bit too, but that didn't go so well. Favorite musician of all time and favorite current musician. Favorite musician of all time, Michael Jackson. Favorite current musician. I mean, if we're talking about musicians, like just people who make music, probably Kanye West would be my favorite right now. Kanye West and Ryan Leslie is pretty close. Okay, cool, Jared, I got you. What's up, Sheldon? Can you give me an opinion on my new song? I don't. If you submit it, I can, but it'll take a while for me to get to it. I can't do it now unless you want me to listen to it on my phone. Let's catch up to these questions. Love Mac Miller, dude. There are so many books on songwriting, or you search on Google on how to songwrite as well. Yeah, there's a lot of books. There's a lot of videos on songwriting, but I can definitely make a video. I think some people do better with like being shown and taught that stuff like firsthand. It's like manuals on DAWs, like production things. I do best when I'm just hands-on. Song of mine was stolen by a huge gospel artist. Ooh. And the song got huge exposure and was nominated for a Grammy. Uh-oh. We spilling tea out here now? Because if we spilling tea, I mean, I could talk about Trey Songz. I think he is watching me, honestly. Maybe not so much anymore, but I'm paranoid because every idea that I have, or at least in 2010 to 2013, every idea that I had, Trey Songz literally came out with 2 years later. He took the same album title, Intermission, the same cover. He used the exact same sample that I use in one of my songs. Let me see if you guys can recognize this sample. And tell me which Trey Songz song it is. She told me that those days. That's my beat. But Trey Songz uses the same sample. What's up, Passport? I'm registered with CSAC, not ASCAP or BMI. CSAC. That's the one Adele is on. It's invite only. I've already done a tutorial on how to mix and master tracks. Realities. Let's catch up. Glad you do your own thing. Thanks. You should do a challenge where you make a beat in GarageBand. Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Thinking about doing a video like that. Is GarageBand easy to use? Yes, that's exactly why I use it. Why did I leave FL? Because Machine came out. It wasn't because I didn't like FL. It was just because I saw a shiny new toy and a new program, and it looked similar, kind of had the same workflow as FL Studio, but just with better sounds, stock sounds, better hardware. Like you buy the hardware and you get the software for free. I felt like, okay, I might as well. So that's why I left. It wasn't like I hate FL. FL, I feel, is where I sample the best. I don't know about now because it's been a long time since I've produced in FL, but I made the best sampled beats in FL Studio. I haven't made any sampled beats in Machine. Actually, that's a lie. I've made a couple. I need more explanation for the key signature. I understand what you said, but when I write songs, I can't actually spot the key signature even though I wrote them. That comes with music theory. You won't be able to spot the key signature unless you know keys or scales. So for instance, I can't tell you what key a song is in. I can play you what key a song is in. Like if you play me a song right now, oh, this is in, boom, and I'll play it. But if you ask me to say it, I can't because I never learned music theory, like the terminology. And this is one thing that people, I get so annoyed by this. People on my auto-tune video, the one with Travis Scott and Post Malone. It's like good auto-tune, bad auto-tune, and people are like, "Oh, you teach." Well, first of all, Travis Scott uses auto-tune the best, and no, stop. Just because he's popular doesn't mean he uses it right. Number two, they're like, "Oh, well, you're teaching it wrong, and you said this key." And well, listen here, buddy. I know what I'm talking about. I just don't know the terminology. I'm self-taught. I got in an argument yesterday with a guy who's talking about, I'm not trying to cut you down, bro, but he literally like took shots at me. Anyway, but yeah, so I couldn't tell you the key signature, but I can play it. So I don't think, and this is a controversial opinion, I don't think knowing the name of the key signature is as important as knowing the key signature itself by how it sounds. Because if you can tell how it is by how it sounds, you're good. Music is about sound anyway. It's not about what does that say on a piece of paper. Not unless you're a composer and you're trying to make music for a 3-piece orchestra. What's good, Sheldon? Thanks for the videos. Great teacher. Thank you. I think my name does suit me. Kanye West is the current best. I don't care what people say about him. Everybody's hating on Kanye because they still talking about that Trump stuff, but Kanye's dope. GarageBand's user friendly. Everything on Mac is user friendly. I feel that's exactly why I use GarageBand and why I got a Mac. I'm seeing a lot of people making the switch to Ableton. What's the deal? I have no idea what's with Ableton. It looks super confusing, and I don't want to learn it. If something looks confusing to me, I just I can't make music in it because unless I take the time to like learn. To me, Machine looks really simple. GarageBand, Logic looks really simple. FL Studio looks really simple. Ableton, I got Ableton Live Lite when I bought this new Scarlett Solo. I don't know where to start. It just looks confusing. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I know it's very popular with electronic producers, but it's starting to grow in popularity with everybody, but I don't see why. I don't. Trey Songz, I needed to hear this. What happened? That Trey Songz song with he said yeah, he is wild. He took the album cover design, he took everything. So I feel like he's watching. I know for sure that he heard one of my beats because back in those days, I was producing for somebody who's really close with like industry people. And so one of the beats that I made for him was being played at Trey Songz soundcheck in one of his arena tours. And he's like, oh, what beat is this? Who made this beat? And it was me. It was one of my beats that I made for somebody else. So maybe I'm just being paranoid, but I honestly think he knows who I am. If I'm getting into sampling more heavily, like on some Kanye, what budget-friendly hardware and software should I get? You should get a Machine. Machine is very good with sampling. I know a lot of people who swear by Machine for sampling. But also FL Studio, at least in my past, was a very great sample friendly software. But Machine, like the hardware is there as well. With ASCAP, that's dope. My brother's with ASCAP. Lost respect for him. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. A lot of people steal my stuff. Kurt Cobain, August Alsina, Trey Songz, Johnny Orlando, Miami Blue Records. I've had a lot of people take my stuff. Stormzy took one of my beats, didn't give me credit. I mean, it was a remake, but still, I didn't get credit for it. And that thing got like 3 million views. How do I connect GarageBand to my MIDI? It depends what MIDI, but usually you just plug it in and it works. And then if it doesn't, you go into the preferences and then you go to MIDI and then select it. Yes, I watch Andrew Huang. Andrew Huang is also subscribed to my YouTube channel, so he knows I exist. And there may be a collaboration coming soon. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. He did DM me on Twitter, and he wanted me to get on one of the 4 producers episodes. If you know about the 4 producers, 1 sample, he asked me if I wanted to be on a future episode. That hasn't happened yet, obviously, because he was filming a couple of other episodes, but I'm hoping he hasn't forgotten, because that would be tremendous for my channel. He has like what, 2 million subs almost. And it's not about that. Like, I love to work with other people as well, but let's be honest, collaborations on YouTube are imperative for growth. And I've only collaborated with 1 person, which I'm not really sure how that affected my channel. But if I collaborated in that respect, not only would it be dope to meet other musicians like who are producing in the same way that I am, because I met Sarah the instrumentalist at VidCon, who was in one of those episodes, which was really dope. But it would just be fun to be a part of that community, and like people know who I am via this other really dope music producer. He's dope for a unicorn. Kanye gave his life to Jesus. Well, I mean, look at Jesus Walks. Kanye Ben gave his life to Jesus. I think he just had his ups and downs like any other human. Why don't you look at a publishing deal where you write songs under an alias and have the publisher sell them? Because I don't like the idea of I mean, if you're talking about being basically like a ghostwriter, I don't like the idea of people not knowing that I am the one that wrote the songs. unless my alias is known, like I'm writing under the alias of Legend, and then they're saying written by Legend, which I would totally do. I just don't know how to get into it. I don't know what way to go. I don't know how to navigate that stuff. I don't know anything about submitting tracks to people. I don't know anything about finding managers. I don't know anything about booking shows. There's a lot of stuff about music that I don't know anything about because I just never got into that realm. The only things that I know mostly about is like social media marketing, content marketing, building your own website, and obviously making music and things like that. But when it comes to like trying to get a pub deal or submitting music to like labels, the only thing I know, oh, let me just send it in the mail. I don't know. Any other YouTube producers? I don't really watch many others, but there are some that I'm subscribed to. Most of my YouTube content that I consume is like commentary channels like H3, Leon Lush, like, you know, people like that, Danny Gonzalez, Cody Cole, Noel Miller, people like that. Musicians, surprisingly, I don't really watch much of, but I am subscribed to Andrew Huang. I'm subscribed to, I think, Kyle Beats, Chris Punsalon, Curtis King, Ramzoid, and a few others that I can't think of right now. I'm trying to be the one musician channel because everybody's doing these in studio tutorials, and I'm doing them too. And everybody's doing like teach you how to make music and making a beat. This is a dope trap beat and things like that. I'm trying to not only teach this stuff, I'm trying to do content that's like more, I don't want to say creative focus because it's still creative making beats, but like it's more geared towards getting out of the studio. So when you see my stuff like the Traveling Musician series, where I travel to a new country, get inspired by the country, and then make a song based on that country. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be like the first producer, the only producer who's doing that different kind of content. I don't want to be stuck on in studio tutorials forever. I want to build like some kind of empire for this channel, and I believe the audience is there. It's just I gotta find the right people because right now everybody just wants tutorials, but I think there's people out there who would want something like that, something more unconventional. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm dreaming. I mean, if you sent your song, yeah, I can listen to it. But I mean, I can't listen to it now because I don't have the audio set up to, unless you want me to listen to it on my phone. Get the money, forget the fame. Exactly. Hit him up on that. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't want to like badger him, so I'm just gonna let him. If he does another episode without me in it, maybe I'll reach out and be like, "Hey, so about that episode, are we still down for this?" But at the same time, I don't want to be an annoying person that just looks like he's thirsting for clout. I don't want to be a clout chaser. I don't want it to come off that way. Get a publicist for your music and channel, and you can find a manager. I don't know how to find a publicist. What do I do? Type in publicist San Diego. I mean, what? How does that work? Somebody got to teach me that, all that stuff, because I don't know. I really don't. I honestly don't. Collab with the Wave Man. I think I saw his name pop up yesterday. What does he do? Cooking all trash music. Yeah, I've seen this guy. I haven't watched this stuff, but I've seen these videos. Content is helpful. Oh, thank you. Yeah, man. I don't know how my videos got geared towards that or how my channel became like a hub for beginners, but it just started that way after I started seeing everybody responding to my tutorials. And I did a poll and I was like, how long have you guys been making music? And mostly everybody, I think it was like 65% or something crazy, have been producing music for less than a year. So I guess I'm like the the go-to guy for beginners and people who don't have much, because I'm all about trying to help people start. Everybody thinks that you need millions of dollars or crazy equipment to get started, and I don't want people to stop chasing their dreams because of that. There's different ways to get started. What is this guy doing? Weird. But it could potentially fund what you want to do. What could potentially fund what I want to do? I'm hyped because people out of Detroit describing the new Ye album like Love Child between basically all his albums. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So like the time Tony Braxton had sampled Tupac, me and my girlfriend for stole it. The Bonnie and Clyde music industry. Yeah, it is a mess. YouTube is my full-time job. I also shoot music videos whenever I get approached. But that's kind of, here and there. It might be like once a month or once every 2 months. But yeah, YouTube right now is my main source of income. That's why I had so much time to shoot daily videos in September, which I only missed so far 2 uploads. I've uploaded 28 videos this month. That's nuts. 28 videos in a month. Some people don't do that in a year. Let me just pat myself on the back. But yes, full time, and the money's been getting better, a lot better, with these longer videos, with this daily posting. Man, I probably made this month more money than I made at my old job at Old Navy and Target, which is nuts. Just making videos, but I mean, it's tough because I don't always have ideas for tutorials. I know that's what people want to see, but sometimes I just want to vlog what's happening with my life. Sometimes I just want to vlog what's inspiring me to make music or my life as a musician, but those videos don't always get the best responses. So I try to do everything this month, a tutorial or how to chase your dreams as a musician, like stuff like that. I try to make it all super music related, but it's just tough, man. I want to do daily like for forever, and I totally would, but the only way that I know that I can sustain that is if I also upload content that is not related directly to a tutorial. But I know people don't want to watch that. They don't click on the videos, and it sucks, but it's the truth. Thought you said people in the industry. I do know people in the industry, but what are you telling me to ask them? Ask them to how to get a publicist and stuff? Or are you talking about asking them to get a leg up? Because I'm not gonna ask the people I know, like, hey, hook me up. I'm not that kind of person. But I will ask for advice, if that's what you mean. What did it for me was you did iOS GarageBand tutorials, which no one else does. Help me back then before I got a good setup going. Yeah. I mean, there's people out there that do GarageBand iOS tutorials. I think that was my second video to blow up. Like my second non-instrumental to blow up. It's like at 385,000 views, which is nuts. But yeah, there are other channels that do the tutorials, but I feel like they just rush through them, and then also you don't see the person's face. They don't really talk to you. So I thought I would kind of change it up and be, be like that. Can you give us advice and tips on how to market our music? Get a YouTube channel. I'm gonna make a video about this as well. Content marketing is the sleeper. In 2019, 2020, beyond, you need to have some kind of social media presence, and you need to be creating content at least once a week on that social media presence. That's the easiest way to market your content and get it out in the music industry. Because you're building an audience, you're building a fan base, you're getting people engaged with your stuff, and I feel like it's a no-brainer. Another way would be to send your songs to Spotify, and then submit them to a playlist. There's not a guarantee you'll get put on a playlist, but that's another way to do it because a lot of people stream music, and then if you get playlisted, they'll find your stuff through a playlist, and then you can grow from that. But honestly, I think content marketing is the thing. That's why you see people like Kevin Durant getting YouTube channels. Like, what? Why do you need a channel? You see Will Smith getting a YouTube channel. And what does he vlogs, but then what does he do when he's not vlogging? He posts a trailer to Gemini Man. He posts a trailer to Bad Boys 3. He posts a trailer to Aladdin. He's content marketing. He's growing his audience. He's staying relevant in people's eyes. But then in between those little spots, he'll slide in, by the way, I got a new movie coming out. What do you think people are going to do? They're going to watch the video. They're going to go see the movie. So that can apply to us as well. And that's exactly what I'm doing. In my tutorials, I taught my songwriting process. And what I do at the end of that tutorial, I premiered my new song. So it's like, you got to market your content. I think I could collab with Rumi Official. I don't know if I will or when. Maybe I will, but I don't know when. I don't even know if he knows I exist. But that would be dope. Start getting into TikTok with short tutorials. Yep, I made a TikTok. I have a TikTok. I just have not posted anything because I feel like, and maybe this is just me not using the app, but I feel like everything that blows up on TikTok is because it's funny. I mean, not that it's actually funny. Is this David Dobrik? Yeah, it sure is. Wow. But it's funny to other people. What's up, Ernest? So that's the only reason why I haven't posted yet on TikTok. I just don't want people to be like, this is not funny. What is this? It's like it's Vine. You have to be funny. But then again, I'm like, let me just try to make tutorials and see if that'll blow up. Because TikTok is the next biggest thing. As much as people want to hate on it, TikTok was the fastest growing social media platform on earth. So I'm thinking about it. I mean, I'm not thinking about it. I've decided, but I just need to figure out what I want to post. Lil Nas X made Old Town Road's grandma closet and then mastered it in a studio for $25. Yeah, I mean, he could have mastered it for $5 if he went to Lander. But yeah, I mean, you don't need a lot to make this music, man. How long did it take for your channel to grow? I had this channel in 2013, so 6 years to get to 50,000. 6 years. And my first year, I got 1,000 because I was only making popular tutorials. I mean, no, I was only making instrumentals of newly released songs. I got 1,000 in the first year. I don't remember how much after that. I think it kind of like went down, but then I got back on it. And then like 3 years later, I started finally doing tutorials and stuff with my face. And then that's when it started taking off. So 6 years. When will you be accepting me? I mean, I'm always accepting music, but it's just a matter of when will I get to it. So you can still submit on that video. But it's gonna take probably like a month or 2 months for me to get to it because it's just I have so many entries. I was not expecting to get that many submissions because that many people don't comment on my videos. So I'm like, it's not gonna, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to this. But then I got like over 100 submissions, 200 submissions, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was a little bit disappointed at that, honestly, because like at the time I was getting like 20 comments on the video, but then I would get 100 submissions, and I'm like, guys, come on, man. So y'all be watching, y'all be seeing the stuff, but it's not till I say something like, hey, I'll do something for free. Then, oh, let me. Yeah, TikTok is the future. Let's see. Let's catch up. Does money on YouTube depend on how many views? Yes, it always depends on how many views you get. Because if you don't get views, you don't get money. It's directly correlated with views. Because I mean, it also depends. It's different factors. It's what kind of content you're doing. It's how long your videos are. It's how many views you get and what your CPM is. So an insurance channel, a channel about car insurance or health insurance is going to get $20 CPM, which is $20 for every 1,000 views. Versus me, I get about $4 to $7 per 1,000 views. So for me, it takes me 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 5 times as many views to make as much money as an insurance channel would make in 1,000 views. So, you know, but when you have longer videos, you can run more ads on it, and that gets you more money. So it depends entirely on all those different things, but views is one of those factors. I'm going to keep doing tutorials on GarageBand. Don't worry. Working with publisher could potentially fund what you want to do. Don't you think? Well, yeah, I think it's worth looking into. But again, I don't know where to look. You guys gotta come on, man. I don't know what to do. Do I just Google find a publicist? Is there a publicist website? Is there a marketplace? I don't know how that stuff works. How do you go about getting music distributed to Spotify? Just get a distributor and click Spotify. Boom, you're done. And by distributor, I mean, like, I have a video on I have 2 videos on this. Ditto Music, DistroKid, Lander, Amuse. I have like 3-4 videos on this actually. Any distributor will distribute your music to Spotify, but then it's up to you to submit to the playlist. You have to make a Spotify artist account, which I can do a video about this. Also, iTunes just made an iTunes artist thing, which is exactly like Spotify artists. So you can now see like your plays directly from iTunes artists. See, and you can manage your profile, which is dope. What camera do I use? I use the Sony A7 III with the 28 to 75 millimeter Tamron 2.8 lens. Queen Gemini, the YouTube female rapper. Never heard of her. Is she good? Can you take your money multiple times from a single video? What do you mean? Can you take your money multiple times from a single video? Not sure what you were saying about that. If you mean, do you still make money after like some time the video's been out? Then yeah. I mean, YouTube deposits once per month. So I get paid once per month, which sucks. But basically that's for however many views you accumulated over all your. I'm still getting paid for a video that I made 2 years ago in my paycheck this month because it's still getting views. So as long as you're still getting views, you still get paid. Do your siblings sing? Oh, this is my mom. Do your siblings sing and or produce? And if so, will there be a song that includes them in a future album? I'm sure there will be. I think the thing is, it's hard, number one, to get us all together. Number two, I think, at least this is how I feel, I want it to come naturally instead of like trying to force. And this is with any collaboration, instead of trying to force something, because I feel something that comes naturally, it naturally does better and it naturally sounds better or feels better. So I think the time just has to, the stars have to align, so as they say. I'm the one that's on Instagram that messaged you thanking. Oh yeah, I recognize the default picture. It was dope and it really meant a lot to me, man. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's why I do what I do. That's why I try to respond to every comment. It's getting kind of out of hand now because I have to be on my phone 24/7 to respond to all the comments now. Before, I would just drop a video and then like within a day, I'm already caught up with all my stuff. Now, I'm like, I haven't responded to comments back for like 4 months, and I really want to take a day and just go through all of my comments and respond to everybody because that is super important to me, to listen to you guys, to hear your music, to hear your thoughts, to hear whatever you want to say to me. I think no other YouTuber is doing that. And if they are doing that, it's only like the first 10 comments or the first hour of a video is released. But I'm like, no, I want to respond to every single comment and message I ever receive. So it's very important to me, and I'm glad it meant a lot to you. I'm gonna give up, Sheldon. Chico's really hit me, had me into. Wow, that's the whole point, man. That's why I make the music I make. I want to affect people. I don't want to just make turn up music. Turn up music is good, but I want to make effective music. How do you modify yourself on YouTube? Modify myself? Am I a robot? What do you mean modify yourself? You gotta explain that. When did you start? Am I late? I started about an hour ago, 50 minutes ago. $4 to $5 versus $20. Now that's some BS. Car insurance. Yeah, it's not interesting, but the thing is, it's because it's a shoppable topic. So car insurance is going to get more money because there's car insurance, like car insurance videos. It's going to get paid more money because there are car insurance companies running ads on those videos. Versus me, I make music content, like music type content. So the only people that run ads on my stuff is like LA Film School. There might be like some music school or something like that. But I don't often see I actually haven't seen an ad on my videos in a long time because I have YouTube Premium now. But whatever ads you guys see, I'm kind of curious what kind of ads are running on my channel. But it was usually like Campbell's soup, I don't know, just random stuff like that. So if I was doing something like cryptocurrency, that would be paying me buku dollars. Yep. Sammy Davis Jr., Dean, one of them. Wait, no, Frank Sinatra, not Sammy Davis Jr. Is that Sammy Davis Jr.? Sammy Davis Jr. I forget that one of them is Dean something. I'm almost saying Dean Ambrose. That's a WWE wrestler. You also see this big patch in the back. Dean, yeah. Dean Martin. And I forgot who the other guy was. How do you build professional credibility as a musician without a label backing you? Professional credibility? You just be professional in everything you do. You do the same thing that every artist does. You just make music, post content, and perform, and just, I don't know, do what you do as if you had a label, but you just got to fund it yourself. It just takes a lot more work. Like when I started this channel, I mean, I've been doing music professionally for a long time, but not like I haven't been earning money from it like I am now. I mean, it's mostly from YouTube, but still, I kind of consider that the same thing. But I just post videos all the time, and because I built my repertoire and my credibility on YouTube as a teacher, sort of, which I don't really like that title, but people kind of respect me now as a creator here and as a musician, obviously. Let's catch up. I imported songs to GarageBand on my phone. Is there a way to separate different instruments? Like nope. Once you import there's no way to take instruments out of an MP3 file. You can't do that. It's all one audio file. Yes, iRig. There's the iRig setup for iPhones where you can record directly into your iPhone, iPad, which is dope. They have an interface and they have a microphone as well, I believe. Yeah, Los Angeles School of Music. That's what it is. Oh, you see Lander ads on my stuff? That's pretty dope. Lander running ads on my videos. I like that. How do you come up with your content ideas? I mean, this... I'm laughing because one way that I do it is when I get stupid comments from haters and nonsense stuff that people say, I'm like, oh, that's going to be tomorrow's video. So I'll instantly just start planning that video. Also, I watch my comments to see like what people are saying, if they're asking for a type of video, or if a lot of people are saying, can we get this? Like over time, a lot of people have been saying, can you teach me how to stack rap vocals? So finally I'm doing that video because I know it's something a lot of people want to see. If it's something like, can you make an instrumental on this 40-year-old song? I'm like, I don't really want to do that because it's not going to get views. And let's be honest, that's how I get paid. So it's not like you're only focused on the views. I mean, well, yeah, because that's how I'm going to get paid. If I make a video that doesn't perform well, I'm not going to get paid money and I can't continue the YouTube channel. So people suggest videos and then I have to determine if that video is searchable, if it's going to make money. But if it's also something that's related to something I'm already teaching, even if it doesn't get that many views, I'll do like a one-off. If like the one I did, how to import music into GarageBand. I'm like, that video is not going to perform well, but it's something that everybody's asking me for, and I'm tired of answering it in the comments. So I made a video about that. It just depends. But then also, I have these really creative ideas that I just don't see other people doing, and I'll just want to be the first to execute it. Like, I finally came up with a title for my Beats and Burgers series, where I want to make a beat in burger joints and rate the burgers and things like that, which I think would be so dope. It's called the Burger Joint, I think, or Burger Joint, something like that. Basically, like a joint, like a beat. That's what some people call it out here in California. Yeah, that's a dope joint right there. And in the East Coast, they call it a John, Jawn. I think that's how they spell it. But yeah, the Burger Joint. So I'm eating burger. I'm making a beat, making the joint. I come up with titles. The Traveling Musician was obviously some content that I'm really passionate about, still passionate about, because I like to travel and I like music, and that was a dope idea. And then everything else is just based on what people want to learn. So like Sound Architect is all about teaching how to record, manage, and improve your music. Track Out Tuesdays usually about making beats. Different things like that. That was my mom who yelled Dean Martin. How do you get ads? Turn on YouTube. That's what I thought modified meant. No. Modified is like changed something. You get ads after you cross 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers, I think. Yeah. In a year. 365 days. You need that in order to run ads. You get Los Angeles School of Music ads on YouTube. Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra. No, but there's somebody else here. There's 4 guys. Sammy Davis, Frank Sinatra. I don't know. I forget. I think this is Dean Martin or one of them. But I don't know the other guy. Let's look it up. Who is the Rat Pack? Peter Lawford? No, that's not him. That's definitely not him. Joey Bishop, perhaps? That doesn't look like him either. Who? Well, maybe he's not. I don't know. Whatever. Would you make a video where you make an entire Radio Ready song on? I pretty much. Well, no, I didn't do that. I started it, but I didn't finish it. Yeah, I'll do that. Actually, no, that was going to be a series I'm working on. I'm going to make a whole album on my phone, a whole entire album on my phone, Joshua. So that will be a series that comes. I will make the album in my phone. I'll distribute it in my phone. I'll shoot the video for it in my phone. I'll do the marketing in my phone, everything from my phone, just to show people that you don't need a computer. I mean, a computer is obviously better, but I want to show people you can do anything with a phone these days. Can I send you my music via email? You can't. Why can't you send to the link? I mean, you just comment the link on the video. I need to set up a separate email. I'm not taking any more submissions on my personal email because it's just too full, and I need to be able to see my sponsorships and stuff. So I don't want to take any more in my email until I set up a separate email for that. I hate how some of these comments are like really late. I'll be back in a few. Submit a song to subscriber. I'm gonna be back in a few. I'm gonna submit a song for your subscriber video or just your opinion. Okay. Surprised when you said my music was dope because my setup, I use my Windows laptop, XLR, USB. Sounds great. I'll learn from you. Hey man, like I said, like that fifth and mic that I used in yesterday's video, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter. Gear does matter. I'm not one of those people that says gear doesn't matter. Gear does matter, but there's also ways to make your gear sound better than it sounds right out the box. So yeah, it was pretty good. Stack Rapples, can't wait to see that. How do some people take different instruments out songs they sample? They don't. They sample it like that. There's no way to take if there's a full like a wave file. If I play a song Like if I come in here and I play this, matter of fact, let's go here. There's no way. It's all one file. There's no way for me to take the piano out or the strings out, and it's all one file. You can't do that. The only way that they're able to do that is if the producer sends them the stems, which is basically it's the entire track, but it's separated by each instrument. So you have the snare, the kick, the drum, the piano, all the instruments that are in the song are on their own separate tracks. And then they just mute whatever they don't want. But there's no way to take it out from a WAV file. Do you know if there's any way to move a song from GarageBand to like your email? What do you mean? If you mean export a song to your email, then yeah, you just go to the menu where all your projects are, select the song that you want to do, and then click the share button, and then send it to your email. Ever consider singing the hook of a song for a subscriber? It depends. It depends on the song, number one, but number two, I typically don't do that stuff like for free unless it's a song I really enjoy, I really like, and that I really feel. But on the opposite end, it's like I also like I don't want to get too many people like, oh, can you sing this? Can you do this? Blah blah blah. Because then it starts to get out of hand, and then people start getting mad when I don't do their song, or I don't you do one thing for somebody, then everybody wants you to do it for them, that type of thing, which is kind of what I did with this reacting to subscribers' music. Kind of open Pandora's box, because now I feel like everybody's going to want to get it for free, since some people already got it for free, but it was originally meant as a way to like kind of test out how I want to do this as a paid service. I don't know. That's just, maybe I'm just thinking too much. How do you soundproof a wall from nosy neighbors? You got to get those soundproof panels, and it depends on your, like, soundproofing is a tricky subject because it depends entirely on your setup, like how your room shape, and then what the walls are made of, and all that. There's a bunch of different stuff, but putting carpet on the floor helps. Putting not blankets, but like carpet, because some people use carpets too in the studio, just around all the walls. I mean, if you're really trying to soundproof it, then that's what you would have to do, or like get that soundproofing foam and put it everywhere. You think what would be a dope series, like singing to subscribers' songs? Can you do another DIY gear video? I want to, but I don't know what else to show, because the one that I made was like all of the stuff that I know how to do. Yeah, I don't really know what else to show unless I try to come up with some stuff. Is 1K subs at 14-year-olds decent? I mean, 1K subs is decent for any age. And also, it depends how long you've had the channel. But I mean, 1K subs is decent in itself. That's a good number to be at. Doesn't matter how old you are. You got 1,000 people to click a subscribe button to follow you, so that's pretty dope. See if his name, I don't know what you're talking about, Zara. Cary Grant. Oh wait, you're talking about in the background? Is that him? I'm trying to compare the face. Does he have a butt chin? I don't know. Since it's like a profile shot, it's hard to tell, but I think that might be him. It might be. I'm not sure. I don't know. Have people make the majority of a song and leave a specific section for you to come in and do your own thing. That would be a interesting series. The only thing that makes me question it is like, because obviously there will be songs that I don't vibe with, or maybe I might even not like. And so if that did happen, I wouldn't want to insult that person by like saying, well, it's not really my style, you know. So I would only want to do songs like before filming the video. I would only want to pick the songs that I do have like a something with, you know, like a feeling with. Because if I did that live, I think people would kind of be sad. I don't know. I don't want to hurt people's feelings if I don't like one of their songs or something. Graphic designer basically asks his viewers to send him their logos. He'll put his own twist to it. So something, yeah. I actually, this is something that I wanted to do, but not on the level that you're talking about. I wanted to do it like with beats. I wanted to call the series like Pimp My Beat. It's like Pimp My Ride, but it's with beats or something like that, where they send me a beat that they feel like needs work, or just if they want to see how I do it. Because like Peter McKinnon does the same thing with like Peter McKinnon edits your photos. So something like that, but with music. And I would basically go in and add my own flair to it type of thing. So that's something I did consider. I will definitely one of these days pay you to do a song with you out there in San Diego. I'm in LA. Oh, that's dope. So you nearby. 2 hours away. Actually, 3 hours in traffic. 3.5 hours, actually. Last time I drove up there. Did anybody know Brandy got a new song called Freedom Rings? Yeah, I didn't listen to it yet, though. But I saw the cover art. Have you done a video explaining sampling and how to sample in GarageBand? No, I haven't done any videos on production in GarageBand. I only do vocal production in GarageBand. Sampling, I haven't done a video on yet, but I probably will. I know I will. I'm also assuming you get several requests, so you could pick and choose several requests. Oh yeah. What part of San Diego are you in? I'm in the dope part. I'm in the part where they dump everything in your backyard. If you know what part I'm talking about, then there you go. It's the number one dumping site in San Diego. Let's say that. I'm caught up with everybody. Let me see if I missed anybody's stuff. 25 people. I was hoping there'd be like 40 in here. Somebody said hi pro. I think I got everybody. Okay. So nobody's saying it. It's pretty quiet. Nobody's saying anything. What did you use to make your website? Shopify. I have a video on that as well. How to sell your music online in 2019. I used Shopify. I actually initially went through Ryan Leslie. This was before I knew how to build it myself. But Ryan Leslie had a service where they built a website for you, and I paid him money to build me a website. And then I learned about Shopify on my own because I started running my own business on a separate website, and so I started making it myself. So if I hear a good bass line in a song, how can I sample it, like separate it from the rest? You can't. There's no way to do that unless there's a part in the song where the bass is playing just by itself. There's no way to take the bass out if there's all kinds of other music playing on top of it or voices on top of it. There's absolutely no way humanly possible to separate audio unless you have stems or unless it's playing solo in some section of the song. There's no way to do that. Yeah, unless somebody reproduces it and sends you the stems for it, or unless in this song it does a bass solo with what you're trying to sample, there's no way to take the bass out of a song where everything else is playing. It's humanly and physically impossible, technologically impossible. What do you do to keep yourself motivated making music and videos? What do? I stopped making music and videos. Bro, I answered this question already. You got to listen to what I'm saying. People don't separate the instruments from songs. There's no way, period. There's no way. That's the answer. The only way that they do it is if there's a separate section in the song where there's nothing playing and just that instrument, or if you have the stems where somebody has all of the different instruments as wave files and they take that one wave file and send it to you. But if it's just a wave audio file with the whole song, there's no way. That's the answer to the question. Please don't ask it again, man. I'm telling you the answer. Yeah, so what keeps me motivated? What do I do to keep me motivated? So yeah, I take breaks because I'm the type of person, when I'm overworked, I shut down. I don't like being too busy. I don't like having too much to do. When I have too much to do, that's when I lose all motivation to do anything at all, because I just look at, wow, that's a big pile of stuff I got to do, and I just go to sleep. So I usually take breaks, I take vacations. I do things that will inspire me, like I travel. And what else? I don't know. I'll consume like other types of media. Oddly enough, I don't listen to music, but I do like go watch movies or shows or different things like that. Got to freak the EQ to get the bass line out. Yeah, I mean that's one way you can do it, but like even then, the rest of the audio is still going to be heard in the song, and it's going to be like when you turn up the you mess with the EQ and you're trying to take out the highs, and it's like super like you can still, it's not going to like separate it. It's still going to be there. But yeah, no worries, man. Don't worry about it, Dan. Dapper Dan, that's my alternate ego. Dapper Dan, you guys saw in my video where I had the hat and the thing coming out my mouth. I don't have it with me. Thanks, presents. I appreciate it. What's this check by your name? Are you like verified or something? I'm still trying to figure out how all of this live stuff works, because I know like some people that are members of the channel membership, they'll have like a special emoji next to their thing, and then some people have to check, and I see my name pop up sometimes, it's like orange. I'm still trying to figure out how this car rapper. Wait, hold on, let me see. Oh man, it's hot in here. I want to turn this air on, and the reason why I'm wearing this hoodie is because my hair. I don't want y'all to see my hair, man. It's looking a mess. Oh, I see what you're talking about. That's dope. Dang. Excuse me. Man, you're killing on the YouTube. I appreciate it. It's crazy when like people like the way that I found out Andrew Huang was following me, I was just on my TV, and I was scrolling through my channel on my TV just to see how it looks to other people. And then I went to subscribed, and it was like people who were subscribed to me, but I saw Andrew Huang was there, and I was like, no, wait, this must be like people who I'm subscribed to. But no, it was people who are subscribed to me. So it's like, it's crazy what people watch you and pay attention to you. Even just now, presence. I wish YouTube, I mean, they do notify you who subscribes if you have that turned on, but if you get too many subscriptions a day, it's gonna kill your inbox. So I turned it off. But it's always dope to see like other bigger creators subscribed to, or I don't know if you're subscribed, but at least watching your content. So that's dope. I love to hear from everybody and see who's like kind of following. Oh, these are mostly remixes. I'm just checking out your videos. I'm gonna subscribe to you too. And ring the bell. I have noticed that with the bell, at least I don't see it anymore, but they don't have the option to click all or sometimes or personalize. It just rings the bell, which I hope that means all. Because before that, other stuff where you got to tell people ring the bell and you got to turn on to all, like it's just too many steps. So if YouTube fixed that, then kudos to them. Can I send it to you to see what you think, and maybe you can give me some advice on the drums and bass? I mean, you can. I don't want to like cheat everybody else that sent their music in, unless you want to send it like for me to listen to right now. But as far as like the reaction to subscribers' songs, I don't want to like put you ahead of everybody else, because a lot of people have been waiting a long, like 3 or 4 weeks for me to review their stuff. But I can do it here, maybe, and tell you what it sounds like. Let me catch up. Off topic, but did you have a favorite show to watch growing up? A favorite show? I had many favorite shows. It depends on what age. I went through a Beast Wars phase. I went through a Boy Meets World phase. I went through a TRL phase. I went through a... Oh, well, I'm going to just talk about the show I like right now. 90 Day Fiancé is my #1 favorite show. I love that show because I started watching it like exactly when I got into a long distance relationship. Tully is a songwriting application. I have many videos on this. Do you know a way to sync a recording to the beat in Tully? I mean, you just have to slide the vocals. They redesigned the app, so I don't know how to do it in the redesign. I haven't tried it, but in the old version, you just slide it and then play it like that. It's not really meant for that. Tully is just for getting ideas, so I wouldn't necessarily use that to try and line up your vocals and do a recording in there. It's useless for that. But to track your ideas, sure. Until they build some kind of better interface to manage that stuff. Vocals are not working out well. Can you please help me? I have countless videos on how to make your vocal sound better. So if you watched those already and that didn't help, I'm not sure what else I could tell you to help you. I have EQ, I have mix and master, I have how to make vocal sound better, how to make vocal sound clean, how to use autotune, how to make better vocals in GarageBand, iOS. I have a lot of videos. So it just depends what your vocals are doing, how they sound, and what's not working for you from those videos already. I have one version of Hook for the song I wrote. It's just the piano and my vocals recorded from my iPhone mic. I'm going to record it probably when I have it done. Okay. How can I set the key of the song to make the autotune work properly if the notes can change during the song? I asked that question because even though it has been set from the beginning, it doesn't work. Well, here's the thing. You set the key of the song. Unless the song itself modulates or goes down and changes keys, you don't have to change the key of the song. And people crucify me all day on this, like all these music professionals and gearheads, and it annoys me because I communicated this in my video, but then they're like, "Oh, you said it wrong." No, stop. Anyway, when you set the key of a song, let's say C sharp major, I don't know. There are notes within the scale of C sharp major that are going to those notes are, you know, where's my keyboard? Wait. Okay, quick little lesson. And I'm not the best one to teach theory because I do it all by ear. So let's do a C. This is a C. I can tell you that much. So a C, let's see, minor is the sad sounding one, or I think minor is the sad sounding one. I think I have to, let's find out in circle of fifths. This is why applications are great. Ultimate circle of fifths. This is also a really great app that you guys want to get if you want to learn music theory. Okay, so where did it go? We are in, this is a C sharp major. No, minor, sorry. Where's the C at? And this is a major. So minor is the sad sounding one. Wait, this is a mess. Hold on. So this is a C sharp. No, this is a C major. Basically, the scale is going to be do 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 do. That's the, and I'll show you here. Do, 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 do. Those are all the notes in the C major scale, right? The Dorian minor scale. Do, 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 whatever. So all those notes are going to be included in the C minor, sorry, scale that you set in GarageBand. So every note that you sing, if it's not in that scale, GarageBand is going to try and correct it to the notes only in that scale. Versus if you have it in a B flat major, these notes are in a B flat major scale. If the notes that you're singing are not in that scale, then it's going to be going all over the place. I know this is not the best like music theory lesson, but this is for all the people who think I don't know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm talking about. I just don't know how to explain it to other people because I've been playing by ear for so long. It just comes naturally to me and I don't communicate it very well. But hopefully you get it. So your question was, how can I set the key of the song to make the auto-tune work? So you just set the key, whatever the beat is in, whatever the key of the beat is in, you just set it to that and it's boom. If the key of the beat changes, if it modulates, you are out of luck in GarageBand unless you get something like Waves Tune, because then you can select the key for individual sections and change and stuff like that. But GarageBand, you can only set one key. So that was a terrible lesson. Cubase. What about Cubase? Oh no, you guys are talking to yourselves. It was super dope how you shut that one guy down in the comments when he said you couldn't remake the song with auto-tune. You totally. Oh, you talking about the Bohemian Rhapsody? Yeah. See, and that's an example of me creating content based on the comments I get, because people swear up and down, if you use auto-tune, you have no talent. Oh, you use auto-tune, you can't sing. You can't. I bet you can't do Bohemian Rhapsody. Okay, well, here it is, and I did it in 30 minutes. And then he had nothing to say. Nothing to say. I love proving people wrong. I live for that. I live for that. And a lot of people tell me you stop replying to people in comments and stop getting. No. People got to be set straight. I hate being offended by people who think they know me. It's like this guy yesterday, because my auto-tune video, I was trying to communicate what I just taught you guys here. But in the video, I didn't communicate it very well. And he's like, You still got everybody. You got 200,000 people sounding like trash. Blah 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 blah. So I had to set him straight. I've been making music. I've been a musician for 22 years of my life. There have been cases where I've been given like 4 to 5 songs, had to learn them the same day, and I played them all by ear. And he claims I don't know what a major or a minor is, what a circle of fifths scale, like the scales are on circle fifths, all that stuff. Bro, I know what it is. That's literally how I make a living. I just don't know how to say it. I don't know what's so hard for people to understand about that. But it's just like these internet people, these internet know-it-alls that just want to make you feel inferior. I just have a problem with them. And that's why I always will respond to those kind of comments, because I love proving people wrong. Especially for everybody else who is like me. I know I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. And that's why I kind of stick up for myself. And I feel like I need to stick up for the community as a whole, because there's a lot of people that use loops, for instance. And then there's people that tell them using loops makes you not a real producer. And then that's why some of the beginners quit, because they feel like they're not enough. And that's why I made an entire video based on how loops are not bad, and how even professionals like Timbaland use loops. Anyway, that was a rant. Not able to process my vocals well. I have all, bro. I did a crash course on sound engineering too. Still, I'm having issues. Oh wait, you're talking with him. 90 Day Fiance is my show. Yeah, they stay with the drama, but earlier on, it wasn't so dramatic like that. It was like nice and clean cut and stuff. Now it's like every episode is something going on. I don't know how to help because you aren't being very specific. Yeah, that's the thing. That's another thing about people that ask me questions, is like they're not usually specific, and it's hard for me to help them when they're not specific about what they want to do. It doesn't sound professional, actually, and I don't use auto-tune on my tracks. What doesn't sound professional about it? That you have to explain that. How often do you live stream? I'm a new subscriber. I've only done twice this month. I want to do it every week, every Saturday. That's my goal. If I can do it. But I want to have a better setup than this webcam microphone. I want better quality, and I want to be able to play music for myself. So I got to figure that out, but I do want to do it like every week. Right now it's like once or twice a month. Isn't that the truth? Start something petty just because you're bored. I know you're talking to him. There's an EQ compressor. I have SC because you. Oh, somebody said C minor. Yeah. Yeah, it was a C minor. See, you see what I mean? It's like I know the difference. I know one is one and the other is other, and I know how they sound by sound. But if you say play a C minor, I'm like, okay, which one is that? I know what a C is, but I don't know. Is it the happy one or the sad one? So tell me to play the sad C, and I can play it for you. Or tell me to play the happy C, and I can play it for you. I don't know. It's like music dyslexia. I can't. No matter how many times people tell me C minor, boom, it's that the sad sounding one. I always forget. I always mix them. You know any ways of making a good transition to a new key in a song? It depends. Depends on the song. Depends on what's going on. Sometimes it's just chord progressions can get you there. I have a song called Falling Down. If you want to look up, actually, I don't want to post it here because you guys are going to leave. You guys are going to leave the chat to go listen to it, and I don't want you to do that. But I have a song that changes keys 3 times. And it's just because of the... Or maybe I could play it on here. SoundCloud. I hate SoundCloud, by the way. I don't have anything against it. It just, I feel like it's of no use to me. I've posted so often on here back in the day and nothing. 170 plays. Come on, guys. Yo, where is my stuff? Enzo. So let's go to Falling Down. Can you guys hear that? Just listen to the... It's like drum break and then the chords change. Up. Girl, I need you. It's gonna change again. It's like a drum break that I use to change the key. Break. Up. So there's different methods. I used in this case, I used a drum fill coming on the one with the new key. But then there's also like chord progressions and changes that can also get you there. But that's a little bit more complicated. Where is the live thing at? Okay. Made perfect sense. Thank you, Benny. Pop kind of. Should I stock my beats until I'm able to make good beats, or just start releasing them now? I'm thinking of making and stocking beats for 4 months from now on. Like stocking them up. What's your goal? It depends. I mean, yeah, it depends on what your goal is. If you're trying to be heard, if you're going to be releasing those stock beats anyway, I would just go ahead and release them right now. If you're going to release them anyway in the future, unless you're trying to make it to where like you build up 365 beats and you release one a year, okay, then I can understand. But I say, why not now? Unless you're trying to like make something better first and then release the better ones. Are you happy with your viewership now? No. It's a tough question. I mean, I'm happier now because my last 3 videos, I don't know why they're getting so many views, because I've done videos like this before and they've only gotten like 600 in a day. But my videos now, I've been getting like 1,500 views in 24 hours, which I'm very happy for. But I'm also taking into consideration that they're tutorial videos. And I know for a fact if those were vlogs, that usually is not the case. So that's the part I'm not happy about. I want to be able to do more than just tutorials and still get the same viewership. But I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon on this channel. I want it to happen. I have hope, but I'm not having any expectations. So that's the part I'm not happy about. But overall, I'm glad that the views are going up, because for a while, even with my tutorials, I was getting like 300 views in a day, which was terrible. Even planning to come to the, I don't know what that means. The heart. Okay. You guys are giving advice. That's good. That's what I like to see. Don't even mind those who give negative feedback. Just ignore them until they behave. I mean, I don't mind them. I just hate when people make assumptions. That's my number one pet peeve. Assumptions. You don't know me, so why are you acting like you do? That's just one thing that I hate, and I just have to tell people that. How long am I? How old am I? Sorry. I am not 30. I'm young, but I'm probably older than you think I am. Thanks for helping. Are you happy with your viewership right now? Wait, did I just read the same question? Or I didn't finish reading the question. If not, what views would you like to be getting? I mean, I want to be getting, I'm happy with what I'm getting right now. Like 1,500, 2,000 in a day. My monthly viewership is great because my older videos are starting to pop off, which is really good. Like it takes a while for your videos to really blow up on YouTube. But I want to get to the point where I release a video and I'm getting like 20,000 views in a day, 50,000 views in a day, at least. But I know that comes with more subscribers. The thing that I really want to get more views on is my non-tutorial videos. Ones where I'm talking, or ones where I'm going out and experiencing, like my traveling musician series. That is my passion. And I want to get the same amount of views for that as I do my tutorials. That's what I hope for, but you know. Okay, you guys are still giving advice. I love that loop video you done. I did a few of them, so it depends on which one you're talking about. But thank you. Can you tell me? Well, okay, that's you. It's hard to navigate. People only throw rocks to trees that give out fruits. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. That's crazy. I like that quote. Do you know how to get the Black Keys vocal sound in GarageBand? I'm really Black Keys. I haven't heard any of their songs. You'd have to tell me which song in particular, so I can break it down. Please do it every week. I have more questions. I will try to do it every week. If not every week, I'll do it like every other week, so twice a month. Legend, can you provide your email or something so I can seek help from you? I'm new in this field and I would really like. Hit me up on Instagram. That's the fastest way. If you send me something on my email, the chances are it's going to take me a while to get to you if I will see it, because I get a lot of emails, a lot of junk emails, a lot of request emails, and like I tend to not check my emails often. So Instagram is the fastest way at IAMLXGEND. Thank you for the compliment on the transition. Trying to catch up to all these comments. Thanks for answering. It was helpful. You're welcome. What am I missing? I almost spit out my water laughing when you said, yeah. Yeah. You think I'm 22? I do have templates. I have a template. I want to make more. But right now I just have my vocals and harmonies stacked template. It's on my website for I think like $5, but that was like a sale price, so I will be fixing that. But I do want to make like templates for everybody, because I do want to start getting into like selling my own type of stuff so I can get some more income and be able to do my thing. So like templates for rappers, templates for singers, female singers, male singers, and then also templates for like GarageBand stock plugins, but then also templates for like with Waves plugins and things like that. If you have that, those are also things that I want to create. But I do have one right now. Sup, bro? I see you. Big up on everyone on the grind. Feel free to come through. I got bars. You got bars? I got some Butterfinger bars in my fridge. I want to send you some beats. You mean to write to? And hopefully this is not a sales pitch, because I ain't got no money. I'm keeping it 100, man. I don't have expendable income at the moment. It's all going to things that I need to spend money on, like bills and such. Do you do vocal training, warm-ups, and all that stuff? Like, do I personally warm up my vocals, or are you asking me if I train people? If you're asking me if I train people, I haven't before, but I'd be willing to. I've been classically trained. In high school, I used to sing in a choral ensemble group, and we won many awards all over the country. But also, do I warm up? Not as much as I should. Actually, I pretty much never warm up, which is not the greatest thing. Send a song to my email. Okay. If I get to it, then it would be because you're next. I'm going in order, but I will be looking at emails in the next video. So Tighten Up by the Black Keys. Let's see what this is talking about. You're welcome. If not 22, then you're probably a year older than me. I'm 25. You think I'm 25? 25 or 22? I like this whole meme that like nobody knows my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? Oh, I see what you're talking. This is kind of like that Jonas Brothers sound. I can try and make. I kind of made a video about this, but I kind of didn't. I kind of just talked about it. But I can, if I remember, I can make a video on how to achieve this. Let me save this. I'll save this video for later. But it's like an echoey, distorted vocal. They would sell for sure. I'm also sure would make some. Also, I already have some merch. Nobody bought it though. 3 people bought my merch. One of them was in Spain. One of them is in the United States, and one of them is in the UK. I have hats. I have hoodies. I have shirts. My hoodie is dirty. I can't find it. It's in the dirty clothes. But yeah, I already have merch. I will be probably making new merch because my merch has been out for a year. What's your website? It's my website. Can we collab on a beat off GarageBand? It depends. I don't like to force collabs. I like to make things naturally happen. That being said, if it's like a beat you already started and you want to send it to me and like see what I think and if I could vibe with it, maybe. But also, it just depends. Oh, excuse me. It doesn't really matter how old I am. It's just I understand why some people want to know. Excuse me. I think some people feel more connected to somebody when they know their age. Like if it's especially if they're in the same age range. And that's purposely why I don't tell my age, because I feel like if I tell it, younger or older people will be like, oh, he's either too young or oh, he's too old for me to relate to. And I just don't want that to be a conversation. How much for a music video? You mean how much to shoot a music video? My base price is what's the cheapest I've done it for? Actually, no, I should not give out my prices. I was told not to give them my, because then people, when you say a price out loud, then everybody thinks, oh, that's the price, but it's not. It depends entirely on what you want the video to encompass and whether or not you want me to shoot it and edit it. But that being said, I normally charge an average, because all of the shoots that I've done have been not so complicated, big, huge, crazy shoots or anything like that. On average, like 1,500, and that's for shooting and editing. But if somebody's trying to get like a whole bunch of people on a set and like shoot all this crazy stuff and have special effects that I don't even have on my computer, then that obviously costs more. Thank you, bro. We'll love the sound. I have texted you on Insta Legend. Okay, I think I got it. I felt my wrist vibrate. It's like a reverb. Yeah, it's a delay. Oh no, not a delay. It's a reverb, I believe, like a really close reverb, and then like a distorted vocal. But you can also use a delay. I use a delay when I achieved it. It doesn't matter what you use as long as you make it sound better. Will the preset work in Logic Pro X? No, it's a GarageBand file. Unless you're talking about like a vocal preset, like that's also something. I don't know how those work particularly. I don't know what kind of files those save as. They might. I could find out. What's good, Charlie? Your voice is amazing. You should train people if you know how to. I mean, I know how. I could just teach them what I know. But people just got to be willing to pay, because I can't be doing stuff like that for free. Where to send it? DM me on Instagram and I'll send you my email. I can't be buying merch like that, especially when Kanye's merch be 150 for a crew neck. Oh, my merch is priced extremely low. And I know some people say that and you go to their website, it's like $50. No, I think I'm only making like $2 off my merch because my merch is priced at like $25 for a hoodie or something like that. And the profit that I make is only like $2. The normal price was like I think 30 or 35. But I lowered it so that more people would buy it, and they didn't buy it. You should collab with a subscriber as a video. In what sense? Like a feature on a song? Just got here. Has he? No, we've been just chilling. I wanted to react to subscribers' music, but I couldn't figure out how to get the input to work. So you guys can't hear the music. Only I can hear it, and I don't want to do that, obviously, because it defeats the purpose. Hey, who is this? Man, I'm so single. Every time I get a message from a female, I'm just like, man. So when I'm going on a date, I don't say that, but I think about it in my head. I'm gonna buy it anyway. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll see if it works, and then if it does, I'll probably list it and talk about it in a future video. What's up, Jeanette? What's with the numbers? Are you a robot? I'm just kidding. I know small YouTubers who react to a subscriber's music live for like $10 and make a lot. Yeah, that's something that's why I started the whole react to subscribers music thing, because I was going to do it as still a video, not a live, but I was going to do a video where people pay definitely not $10. I was going to charge a little bit more than that. But they pay, and then I would make a video based on whoever paid. So I decided to do in this month to do it for free for this month only, to kind of help some people out get started, and then later on transition to actually people paying for it. Love. I'm gonna be here for, let's say, 13 more minutes, because I only planned on being here for 1 hour, and it's almost been 2 hours. But it's fun, so that's usually why I overstay. Last time, I was here for like I said I'll be here for 45 minutes, and I was here for like 2 hours and 45 minutes. But it's dope. One of these days, when I figure out how this input stuff works out, I want to like do a live recording session and show you guys exactly how I record my stuff. It's a very tedious process. I think that would be very valuable to see. Do a beat tutorial after finish with live. You mean film one right now? Nah, bro. I gotta edit tomorrow's video, and then I gotta play some Apex Legends, because it's the only online game I can play since online is free. Anybody got Apex Legends? You guys should play me. For PlayStation, obviously. PlayStation 4. But yeah, I have to edit tomorrow's video. I have a high school reunion that I was invited to by somebody else. It's not my reunion. Somebody else invited me to theirs. I need to see if I'm in the mood, because right now I'm still feeling kind of like sleepy enough to be like, do I want to go out? Like, I'm tired. I don't know if I feel like interacting with people. Why is everybody leaving? This chat went from like 29 people to 19 real quick. Hi, Jeanette again. Jeanette Veles. How much do you charge to edit videos? I'm not gonna tell my age, man. I'll say I'm not 30 years old. I'll leave it at that. But I'm definitely out of high school. I've been. If I tell you that, you'll definitely know in a range how old I am. I've been making music. No, I'll tell you this. I've been making music since I was about 7. How much do I charge? I charge $50 an hour to edit videos. And I charge hourly because, as I tell everybody, sometimes they might give me a video that requires way more editing than I thought. Sometimes they give me a video that requires way less editing than I thought. And it's only fair that I charge an hourly rate so that it's fair for both people. And then if that person wants to max it out at an amount, I'll just stop and be like, okay, well, this is what I finished in this time. But yeah, 50 an hour to edit. No, it's never too late. You know, 2 Chainz got famous when he was in his 40s. 2 Chainz, the rapper. He was like 45 or 43 or something like that when he blew up and became famous. So it's never too late. Morgan Freeman. This is not music related, but Morgan Freeman. He didn't get famous in acting until he was in his 60s or something crazy like that. 27. That's how old you think I am. Every time I see a video, it makes me want to go and write a song. You talking about one of my videos? What is your opinion? The best song of all time? Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Because not only did it sound good, not only was it very well executed and recorded, but the cultural significance and like the significance of what that song meant to the world as a whole, you can't beat that. Just look at the music video. Kids crying and people passing out, and Man in the Mirror is the greatest song of all time. (25, 24). Mac Miller, yeah, he got famous pretty young. But I mean, there's Justin Bieber, he got famous when he was like 13. Everybody's on a different course. People get famous when they're 5, 10, 15, 16, 20, 40. It just depends on your personal journey. There's no set time for you to be famous or for you to be popular in music. It's just whatever your life has for you, that's what happens. I thought I was going to be touring stadiums by the time I was 18 years old, 17 years old. That time came and went, and I'm making YouTube videos. So it happens when it happens. Yeah. Yeah, there could be. And that's exactly what happens. There's talented artists all over the world who never blow up. And there's talented people who never even try to blow up. There's people that I know who are amazing vocalists or producers or whatever, and they're doing something completely different aside from music. Yeah, Billie Eilish, she's very young. I didn't realize how young she was when I first saw her. I thought she was like maybe Khalid's age. He's like in his early 20s or 19 or something like that. Yeah, she's like 17. Uh, do you know how to get the vocal sound of SJ on his song Know Me? I never heard that song. Yeah, that song always gives me goosebumps. No, who didn't? If you're talking about 2 Chainz, yeah, he did. But if we never hear their stuff, it's a waste of talent. It's not a waste of talent. It's not a waste of anything. Um, they choose to do what they do with their lives, or even if they try and they never make it, it's not necessarily a waste. They could be affecting people on a smaller scale. Not everybody's meant for superstardom. Some people are meant to change lives close to them. Other people are meant to change lives everywhere. It just depends how they personally choose to use their talents. Got here late. You probably answered this at time, but are you? No, I'm not. It didn't work out because I can't get the audio to play. Like I can get the audio to play, I think, but then you can't hear my microphone. But then if I get the microphone to work, you can't get the audio to play. So I have to get like a sound capture card or some stupid crap like that. Right now I don't have that set up, so I didn't react to anything. Some people like to listen to their own material, then give it to the world. Yeah, some people just make it for themselves, and then they just never release it. Some people do that, and then they end up blowing up anyway because one of their friends put it out. What is one quote that has inspired you to make better music? One quote to make better music? I don't know if there is a quote that inspired me to make better music. It's just I wanted to always make better music. There's a quote that inspired me to continue to make music and to like continue to, do this is those who risk win. Those who take risks win. It's like poker. How I make better bass lines. I don't know who said it, but I heard it in a movie. Elizabethtown. It's one of my favorite movies. Let me search it. Iveta Cherneva. I think that's who said it. Maybe, I don't know. But if others won't like it, then he doesn't get paid. Wait, what are you talking about? Who do you personally think is the best vocalist of this generation? Beyonce's sales and fame, just based on talent and skill. Wait, the best vocalist of this generation? Somebody who none of you probably heard of, B Slade. No, definitely not Billy. She's got. I mean, she has a good voice. She has a great voice, but it's not the best of this generation. The Dream. Come on, man. Definitely not me. No. If you mean voice, like singing wise, B Slade. And then Beyonce. She's the female side of that. Even though it's not based on her sales and stuff, she just has a really great, powerful voice. I don't listen to her music, but I know she's very skilled at what she does. DistroKid. I'm releasing it with DistroKid. It'll be everywhere. Here's a profound quote that keeps me creating. Do producers pay for the views to get noticed? That's hot topic at moment. Do producers pay for the views to get noticed? As the hot top. I think that's what you're trying to say. Some do. Ow. In fact, that's actually a video I just watched DJ Payne 1 make. A lot of this industry, I'm having some pains in my stomach. A lot of these people in the industry, like magazines and stuff, are asking producers and artists and stuff to pay fees to get featured on their fake like magazines and stuff, or even if they're real magazines. But that's not the way it works. That's not the way it should work. I mean, Super Junior, SJ. It's a dope beat. It's a dope song. Bro, my buddy's voice is really amazing, but in a kid kind of way. He's starting to get worse with puberty. You need advice? Go through puberty first. Puberty is the worst time to be a singer because then your voice is changing. You're crackling and doing stuff like this. So you just gotta go through it, tough it out, and then wait till you come out on the other side. Because usually, it blows over. You just have to focus on whatever your new voice is. So if I used to be able to sing like a soprano, like sing super high notes, but then I lost that ability. I can still sing in my head voice, but I used to be able to like belt it like Beyonce type notes. And then I went through puberty and I can't do that anymore. So I had to focus on my mid range. Guys, yeah, I heard some of his foreplay album. Thanks for helping us learn how to produce. No problem at all. Did you ever give FL Studio an album? Yeah, FL Studio I used for 10 years before I made Beats and Machine. That's the first program I ever made beats in, is FL Studio for the first 10 years of my beat making career. Puberty voice was on point. Yeah, it's because my voice is raspy. You know why? Because of this. I've been having to take this every night ever since autumn hit. It's annoying and it makes my voice super raspy and yeah. FL is better. GarageBand is I mean, for what? Making beats? For making beats, I think Machine is the best. But if we're talking about recording vocals, I'm gonna say GarageBand or Logic. But beat making, Machine. FL's close. GarageBand is too limited. Singing something you can practice, yeah, that's always something. That's the whole point. You're supposed to practice anything musically to get better at it. Singing, rapping, producing. So like a whole song should be a combination of all those dolls. It doesn't have to be. Some people make their entire song in FL Studio because you can record vocals in FL Studio and make the beat in FL Studio. Some people do the same thing in GarageBand. Some people do the same thing in Logic. They just make the entire song in Logic or the entire song in GarageBand. I personally choose to use two separate programs because I don't like to have all that stuff in one program. So I use one to record my vocals and one to make my beats. And also Machine doesn't have built-in voice stuff. And that's fine. I mean, GarageBand works. Favorite R&B artist, Ryan Leslie. That's all I can think of right now that I actually listen to. Black, if you consider him R&B. BJ, the Chicago Kid, PJ Morton. Yeah. I don't know what U20 is. Craig David. I listened to him back in the day. We're making love on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The Weekend. Oh, under 20. I don't really know any under 20 artists aside from Billie Eilish. It's cool. I don't know anybody under 20. And if I do, they're all SoundCloud rappers, and I don't like SoundCloud rappers. FL Studio is my platform. I know like the back of my hand. Yeah, exactly. Whatever you know the best, man. Choppa. Who's Choppa? All right, I need a got 23 people in here. Shay E. Crew or K Forest. I don't know who they are. Never heard of them. Never heard of NLE Choppa either. I feel like I'm not gonna like this music. Oh, he got nope. He got Blueface in his song. I know I'm not gonna like him. I don't like Blueface at all. Blueface is the worst rapper out right now. Yeah, I knew it. I'll listen to one song, Camelot. Is this that guy from Memphis? No, I can't. I can't do this. I can't listen to this. That mic review you put up, you mean yesterday? What do you rate it? How many stars? It depends. I'll say out of no, we'll do out of 10 stars. I think out of 5 is no, we'll do out of 5 stars. I'll give it 3.5 stars. 3.5 because of it has that noise in the background. It's very trebly, no bass. So that kind of bumps it down. You have to like really work with it to get it to sound a little bit better like this one. But it's not below 3.5 because it sounds so good for a USB mic and for the price. So I give it 3.5 stars. If I sent you a 5-second vocal hook on Instagram, could you tell me what key it's in? Probably. As long as it's on a consistent key and you're not changing. Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, so that's the guy I saw on Twitter. I saw him yesterday. Somebody was like, "Man, you just mad because he's more famous than you." No, his music is whack to me. It has nothing to do with. I hate when you say somebody's bad at music and they're like, "You're just a hater because he's more famous than you." No, he's whack. It has nothing. I don't care how famous you are. If your music is whack, it's whack. To me. That's just me. What up? I'm new to this. New to what? The live stream. Do you need plugins for music sound good or stock plugins? Stock plugins can work too, but there's some things that stock plugins can't do, and then it's also they don't sound as good. Some of them, but some of them are good. Can you do over Alexander O'Neal song? What's missing? I think you can kill it. You mean like re-record it? I was going to try to do music reviews, but I can't get the audio to work with the live stream, so no, I'm not doing that. But I will be posting a new review video on Monday, I think, or Tuesday, because Monday is the last day of Super September, and I want to make a special video for that. I want to get your blue mic. Yeah, it's a good mic. I want to upgrade it eventually. I want to get. I mean, that's a really expensive mic that I want to get. The Kiwi mic. I love blue. I might get the Shure also maybe first because that's a really great mic. But I like this mic. I bought it when I was doing very financially well. I miss those days. Yeah, it's about each person. Blueface, too famous, and the baby. Can I make a video rapping live with writes or freestyles on your favorite beat you made so far? What? No, I'm not sending out no free beats. I can't do that unless you download one of the beats I already put up for free on my website. But I can't send people free music. It's my job, man. I gotta sell my stuff. It's how I make money. This is how I pay bills. I don't think he's very good. Rick Ross's flow is pretty dope. The only problem I have with Rick Ross is he always raps the exact same way on every single song he's ever made. He always comes in on the 2, 1. It's always the same. I guarantee you. My favorite rapper is Kanye or Ryan Leslie. What did I misunderstand? Can I make a video rapping live with Ritz? I don't know what that means, or freestyle on your favorite beat you made so far. So you want to rap to one of my beats that I made. I can't send out a beat for free. It is true, right? Joey's dope. Favorite Kanye song and album. Favorite Kanye song. I Wonder. Favorite Kanye album. Graduation. I'm saying on video, I wouldn't need the WAV file or nothing, and you could watermark it. Send me so you know I can't make a real song on it. I mean, even if on video, it's the same thing. But wait. So how are you gonna make? How are you gonna make a song if you don't have the WAV file? That's what I'm not understanding. You need the file to make the song, right? Thank you, dude, for helping learning GarageBand. No problem. Favorite rapper, Kanye West. If you mean of this generation, I don't know how to purposely degrade an MP3, so I'm not gonna go through that trouble. I mean, but yeah, you can go to my website. I have free beats on there if you want to download those and just make something to that. Who's your favorite rapper this generation? If you mean like this generation, as in like not Kanye and stuff, none of them. I don't like any new rappers. None of them. They're all pretty bad. What's his name? Anderson .Paak, if you consider him a rapper. Black, if you consider him a rapper, but they're both like singer rappers. Jadena, if you consider him this generation, he's good. What do I think about Tekashi 69 case? I think everything about this case just exposes who he truly is. He's not a gangster. He's not as gangster as people make. He's not as gangster as he said he. That line in the song when he's like, "Police pull up on you, you gonna get to yapping. Police pull up on me, I don't know what happened." Meanwhile, he's telling on everybody. So, and listen, I have no problem with snitching. I have no problem with snitches. I have zero problem with telling the authorities somebody did something bad. Like, I don't understand that whole mindset. Like somebody just got murdered and you're going to be like, nah, I'm going to be quiet and let this family suffer for the rest of their lives. No, tell them. I would do the same thing. But I do have a problem with rappers who are like, man, I'm not no snitch, man. Yeah, I'm a true thug. I'm a gangster. And then they just go around and do everything that they said they weren't. Are YouTube type beats already mastered? It depends on who posted them. I don't know. Mine are. Sometimes all you need is the beat maker you click with. Yeah, that's true. They had a Fed on the case. Yeah, and he's publicly said he's only afraid of two things. I forgot one thing that he said, but he said the second thing is the FBI. So I totally understand why he's snitching now, because he's afraid of the FBI, and he made that publicly clear on Hot 97. Do I think rappers should wait, okay, let me read this. Hey, Legend, thanks. It's great you're doing this. Would you recommend online singing courses like warm-ups and belting for a rap artist to grow into singing? Yeah, I mean, if that's what you're trying to do, if you're trying to belt, if you're trying to sing though, in general, yeah, you should take some lessons. Earl Sweatshirt's dope. My religion is apostolic, which is Pentecostal, which is Christian. But I'm not one of those fanatics that's like, you're all sinners and like all that stuff with picket fences and calling everybody all kinds of stuff. Like, people have the right to do what they want to do. I'm just gonna believe what I believe and sit in my corner. I'm a rather open-minded Christian. I don't even like saying the term Christian because I think it gets such a bad rep. But if I had to say, and that's one thing I hate, because lately I've been getting a lot of comments from these super saved people. I told somebody I was going to release a song around Halloween. He's like, do you know that's a sinful holiday and it's about witches and warlocks? Bro, stop. I'm just releasing a song. You should use your. Why are you teaching this music? The Bible says don't follow the ways of the heathen. Teaching how to record vocals. I'm not telling people to go sin and stuff. What are you talking about? It's getting out of hand. Stop. That's literally how you record vocals. Come commit your life to what? Do you know I'm basically the lead musician at my church? Stop. Key Glock. I don't know anything about him, but by his Glock name, I can probably tell I'm not gonna like him. Using Lander. I don't have money for WAV files, so I need to get the MP3s. Well, you get 2 free MP3s per month, low quality MP3s. I used to use that until I could pay for it. Of those Christians are and they aren't. Fred Hammond's pretty good. I don't listen to him, but you know, I cop the Kanye Jesus is King merch, but if someone didn't know what it was, I would look like a fanatic. Who cares? If it looks dope and you like it, just get it. What's your next project you most excited for? Ouroboros, the one that I've been talking about for like 6 months. Actually, 12 months since last year. Is Fab Filter Pro EQ good? I don't know. I've never heard of it. Key Glock trash. I know you get a lot of this kind of stuff, but I just put out a song called Ceasefire, and I would love for you to give me advice real quick before I go to bed. Where is it? Is it online somewhere? And I'm about to go myself. I said I would go 16 minutes ago, but let's catch up to these. Do you think rappers should pick a lane and not try to transform into singers? No, Drake did it. So why not everybody else? If you sound good, then go for it. If you don't, then don't. I mean, you can try. Everything's worth a try. I want to make an impression or have you post that video if you like. Have me post the video if I like it. I make beats. I mix very well. I need my own beat maker because I don't like rapping on my beats. Okay, so no one, if you're asking me to be your beat maker, I can do that. You just have to have the budget for it. 2, if you're asking me to post your video, that's not something I really do on this channel. Because I think it would throw my subscribers off, and I really don't want to do that. If you could work with any artist producer, who would you want? Kanye West, Ryan Leslie, Jesse J, a few others, but those are the main ones. Buying the session preset now. That's dope. Thanks, man. Shout outs for having the balls to say an unpopular yay opinion. Yeah, man. And it's funny how that's now an unpopular opinion. Everybody used to love Kanye West, but just because he had one little stint where he said he liked Trump for who he, not his political views, but because he's Donald Trump, now everybody hates Kanye. And the same thing with Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper's still dope, but just because he started talking about God, now everybody thinks he's whack. What happened? You guys used to be like the biggest. Oh, the next Chance the Rapper. What happened? People are so flip-floppy, wishy-washy. That's why on this channel, I'm not afraid to tell people, my subscribers who come on my videos and say something hateful or something like that. Okay, bye. I don't want you around here. Unsubscribe, please. I don't need fickle people like you around my stuff. Anyway, have a good day, Fader. I just don't have a huge platform is why I asked about posting that video. I mean, yeah, you just got to build it, man. I mean, I'm all down for collab. I'm all down for shouting people out. It's just as long as it's something that resonates with the audience, resonates with me, sounds good, I'm down. But also, I think the most important thing for you to do is to build your reputation by constantly releasing the same way that I did. It took 6 years, but it pays off. It pays off. Link up if you want to get rich. I mean, yeah, people say all the time, but the thing is, like, what's the plan? That That's the only problem I have with those statements. I get people, oh yeah, we can make music together and let's blow up and get rich. Okay, so what's the plan to get there? Because it's not just gonna magically happen. Thanks, Jessie J, because she has an incredible voice. I think she's aside from Beyonce, she's one of the greatest female singers out right now, and also she's a very beautiful woman. And I like how blunt and honest she is. She's really dope. Probably people don't understand. Yeah, people don't understand Kanye. They don't listen to him. They don't take the time to listen. They hear one thing and they just jump to conclusions. If you watch the Charlemagne interview, you would understood everything that Kanye said about Donald Trump and everything he's done in the past couple months. That interview answered everything. I don't know how people can still hate him after that interview. So I have to send to Lander if the beat is already mastered. If the beat is already mastered, wait, I only need to level the vocals, right? No, you still have to master the vocals. So send the beat with the vocals in the beat to Lander because it helps bring the vocals out more. No, I don't listen to India hip hop. Thanks, Passport. One dream is to work with, yeah, Kanye West. That's one of my dreams. Can you do a cover song, Michael Jackson, The Way You Make Me Feel? Maybe. It would have to be the right timing on that because it doesn't really get searched. You trying to have a verse on my project? I'm on full album mode at the moment. Depends on the song. If I vibe with it, yo, I just bought the session preset and it worked. Oh, dope! You talking about the GarageBand one? That's pretty sick. I mean, it makes sense because they're both on Apple programs and they're both basically the same thing. But if it works in Logic, then that's dope. I can put that on my my site now, compatible with GarageBand and Logic Pro X. I feel like people don't like Kanye for what he said about slavery. Yeah, but then again, I mean, I think they misunderstood that point as well. But it is almost 2.5 hours, and I'm 30 minutes over. Do you know if Mastering Box is good? I don't know what that is. Ain't Pro Tools good to mix your vocals in? Yeah, but it's way too confusing. That's why I don't use it. I would love to just sit down with Kanye and talk for hours and get pure inspiration. Me too. I think it's gonna happen for me one day. I just feel it for some reason. I feel like one of these days, even if it's just one time and for like 30 minutes, I think our paths will cross and it'll be pretty dope. I don't know how or why, but I just feel like it is something that should happen in my life. DM me on Instagram. I'll send you my email. Just tell me. I just don't want my email blowing up. Do you believe that there is a time interval between releasing new music each year? Is there a pattern that you have noticed with major artists that no, not really. Everybody does different things. Some people release one album a year. Some people release two a year. Some people release one album every 3 years. Some people release an album in a year, then wait 3 years, and it just depends. Um, so I don't really see any patterns. It just depends on your audience. It depends on your work ethic and how often you want to release stuff, and then your relevance. If you're not so relevant, I know people release more, but also people tend who are less famous or whatever tend to not release projects. They mostly do singles so that it lasts, like you can release one this week and then one in 2 weeks and then one in the, like, you know. Should we use EQ and other effects on VST instruments? Yeah, if you want to, you can. I do. You already read that. Just about this, it works in Logic. Yes, I feel like I already read that. Unless this chat is getting. Oh yeah, I already read that. So yeah. Anyone who doesn't understand Kanye's slavery message was referring to. Yeah, exactly. And they just took it and ran with it because they just want to follow the trend, the next celebrity.
Would you hop on a rap song and you do the hook? I've done it before. It just depends on the song. I also have a very well-rounded set of abilities regarding song creation. Do you think there's room for individuals that focus? Of course, always. There's people who focus on production who do just fine. There's people who focus on being an artist, recording your vocals who do just fine. There's people who focus on just engineering, that's recording the vocals. Yeah, there's always room just like to master one thing. I just like to be self-sufficient. I don't like to wait around for other people. That's mainly why I know everything I know, because since I do everything in my room, I don't want to have to, oh, I need to pay for studio time to go record, or oh, I need to pay this guy to master my stuff or whatever. I just let me do it all myself so I can have it all done when I need it done. I don't like depending on other people. How would you recommend best promoting building hype and promoting leading up to release? The way that I like to do, I like to go the trailer route. So basically, I treat my releases as movies. I make a little video trailer, but it has to be really dope. Can't be like some clip art looking stuff or just some pictures. It has to be like really well shot. Um, and then in this content driven age, I do a lot of previewing of my stuff in my tutorials for me personally. So if you, you definitely have to be on social media and post some previews in some way, whether that's in a tutorial or just a preview by itself, just something that keeps people interested. You got to give them a taste, and then, but not so much, and then just like have it, have the release date, and then drop it. And I like to drop it on like special days, like days that have meaning, or like a holiday that is related to, stuff like that. Like I once knew somebody that dropped something on September 11th, but it was a song about being joyful and like overcoming stuff. So it was very effective. Say a songwriter that isn't well versed in engineering. Supposed to be mixed with vocals. I just found your channel and I actually love your content. Keep writing, bro. You got everything this up. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it. When will you drop your song? October 23rd, the new album. Hey 20. In your opinion, how much luck's involved in getting people's eyes on your content? There's always that notion of if the music's good, people will listen, but I'm not sure. No, it's true. If it's good, they listen. That's dope. But yeah, if the music's good, if it resonates with them, if it's something that they're into, then they'll listen to it. But also, it helps if you have a personal connection with them. So it's not really luck that's involved in getting people's eyes on your content. You just got to keep making stuff. I mean, it is luck because with YouTube, especially, you just post a video and then the computer decides who sees your video. That's why me posting every day this month grew my subscribers 3,000 a month to 5,500 a month, because I posted more content. I had more chances to get put in front of people's screens. So you got to be posting content. You got to be in people's faces. And if they see something that looks good and looks intriguing, looks interesting, then they'll click on it. But the thing that helps me the most is I build up relationships with my audience. So everybody that interacts with my channel, I respond to every comment. I do these lives. I talk to you guys. I respond to every DM I get on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. And then those people in turn, they feel more inclined to listen to my music because it's like you built some kind of connection. Have you looked into how to crack the algorithm? All the time. And this month was a test. Uploading daily, uploading consistently is one of them. So that's why I chose to upload daily, because I knew it was going to grow my channel. Basically, the algorithm wants more content.
the algorithm wants you to upload as much as possible and as long videos as possible. But obviously, you got to keep people watching for a very long time. So the things you want to do to please the algorithm: upload very often, upload videos longer than 10 minutes, and those videos longer than 10 minutes have to keep people watching for at least 40%, 30 to 40% of the video. So what is that? 3 to 4 minutes minimum. And then the algorithm will start to favor you. If you get into like 50 to 70%, you're doing really well. But you got to stay consistent. And then obviously more comments and stuff also helps. Biggest issues, I'm a high school student and much of that age group today only mess with a new wave rap, blueface, blah, blah, blah. My music sounds more like a mix of I'm trying to wait for the second half of this message. All the very best to you too. That's gonna be a dope birthday present though. October 23rd. That's sick. Ow. Frank Ocean, Kid Cudi, Kanye West, other creator. My man that approaches that type of music. You shouldn't have an issue because there's still very much people that listen to all that type of music. You just the high schoolers, they're focused on all that new stuff because that's what's coming out during their time and that's what's popular. You can't really get around that. You just have to stay yourself and post your stuff. And then the people that do vibe with your stuff will vibe with it. But the people in your high school, they're just gonna keep liking that blueface crap. And you can't really get around that. You just be yourself and hope people pay attention. Yes, I do. I sell R&B, rap, pop, all kinds of beats. Yes, I watch plenty of YouTubers to get inspired. Peter McKinnon, Matty Hapoya, Potato Jet. I don't really watch many music channels. Creative Ryan, YC Imaging, a lot of commentary channels. Yeah. Excuse me. My album, October 23rd. All platforms. Do you have anything compared to other artists? Anyone in particular? No, not often. Actually, no. The number one artist I get compared to, not singing wise, but my looks, is The Weeknd. Everybody compares me to The Weeknd. They say, "Oh, you look like The Weeknd." I don't see it. Singing wise, recently, a lot of people said Michael Jackson. Some have said The Weeknd. Some have said Mario. Some have said Usher. A lot of people said Usher. Blueface said he didn't even listen to rap. Well, it shows. He will look like The Weeknd. See, there you go. I feel like what I've released in the past has been kind of all over the place. But once I found my sound, I think people mess with my next project. It's been in the works for 6 months. And it won't release till next year. Yeah, do it when it's right, man. Hi, man. I love your stuff. Do you play? No, I didn't because I can't figure out how to do the input to get it to work. How do you get so much vibrato? Me personally, I don't know. I just, as a kid, tried to copy Michael Jackson, and I guess it stuck. But then also, I think vibrato is hereditary, or you get it in your genes, maybe, because some people have very slow vibrato, some people have fast, some people can't speed up their vibrato even if they tried. It's all like a training thing. I watched you get inspired. Thank you. That's the kind of stuff I like to hear. Personally, I think you most look. I don't know who Capital Steez is. I have some problem in completing songwriting on a beat in half of writing song. I jump on the beat and I start writing new song. That's how my last song was still incomplete. I do the same thing. That's why it took me 3 years to finish my album, because You have to strike when inspiration hits. I honestly, I say you're doing the right thing, because if you didn't go after your inspiration when it hits, then you're gonna lose that idea, or you're gonna lose that fire that you have in that moment. And when you try to recreate it, it's gonna sound not as good. So I'm all for following inspiration, and then just wait until you're inspired again to start writing on those other songs that you didn't finish yet. That's what I've been doing. I don't like to force anything anymore. I just I start writing a song. If I feel something for something else, I'll start writing that song, and then I'll just wait until hear the song again or whatever, and I'm like, oh, here's a new idea. Or live my life, and I'm like, oh, I have some new lyrics that I need to write to that old song. So just wait for inspiration. Incredible song. Yeah, I never heard that, but I have to check it out. I can get 10K plays in a week just by promoting in comment sections. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. That's not something I recommend though, because I feel like those people aren't people that are lasting. They don't stick around very long. I've done that on MySpace back in the day, and it just didn't have a very lasting effect. They'll listen, but then they'll just disappear. No, I never lost a song. Not that way. The only time I lost a song was when my PC crashed, or when I failed to not act on my inspiration. When I was trying to finish one song, I lost the idea for the other one that came in my head. Okay, it's almost one, guys. I really need to get cracking on some stuff. Let me close this NLE Choppa stuff. And how often do you use the approach of recording verbal nonsense for the purpose of cat? Always. I do that all the time. Not every day, no, only when I'm feeling it, when I'm inspired. But I always do reference tracks like like when I don't have lyrics. Sometimes I'll have lyrics immediately, sometimes I won't, and I'll just have the melody. So I'll just do it all the time to hear how it sounds. But yeah, it's been great. If I could send you a hook, can you tell me what key it's in? Yeah, send it to my Instagram if you can. Top five: Kanye, Common, um, Ryan, Leslie. I can't even think of five rappers. If you want to consider, I can't even think of five rappers. Who else do I listen to? Yeah, I definitely can't think of five that actually raps, like not singing, but rapping as well. Uh, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Those are my top three: Common, Kanye, and Ryan Leslie. Because I don't feel like going through my music. Top five producers: Timbaland, Kanye, Ryan Leslie, B Slade. That's four. Missy. That's five. GarageBand's good. Yes, I can think of good lyrics, but can never write them down. Well, why? If you can think of them, then just write them down when you think of them. Yeah, Missy's underrated. I think she gets overshadowed by Timbaland, not on purpose, but I think people think of Timbaland more than they think of her, but they're relatively like the same type of person. How did I start? I started in FL Studio after I heard my brothers making beats, and I wanted to be like them. Any tips on promoting music? Be a content creator. Get a YouTube channel. You got to post content or Facebook, whatever works for you. You got to post content all the time. That's the best way to promote. Phone. I use my phone. Of course, if you need any help, hit my Insta. Okay, with GarageBand. Oh, you talking about homeboy? Wait, who is this? Very simple. Going to show my friends your videos from traveling. Is this Vera? I don't recognize the name here. Very simple. Yeah, Veta is from Ukraine. Luba? Oh, I'm like, I don't recognize this YouTube name. I thought first you were Veta, the Veta that I met while I was there. The one that no, I'm not gonna say that. The one that I was oh, people can feel what I'm saying. It's so adorable. Yeah, I have a lot of Ukraine videos. I need to put them all in the playlist. I don't think they're all there yet, but I have so many. I'm doing good. I'm just ready to travel. Oh, the only thing is this stupid weather. It's like messing with my asthma. Uh, if you got any bangers you can show us? I mean, have you seen my channel? I'm constantly posting bangers. Do you make your own album covers? Yes, I do. But just know that your invitation in my poor. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh. What's up, Pete? This is not Luba. I was like, wait, you just said it was. For a second, I'm gonna say it's the cat. I'm gonna watch your videos on sampling. Do you subscribe what it is? Describe what it is and how to do it. I don't really have any videos on sampling. I need to make one. Oh my gosh, it's almost 3 hours here, and I said I would be here for one. I definitely don't know that many people who have the financial depends on who's holding the phone. Now the question is it an iPhone or is it a Pixel? Any websites that you can make your yes, there's one. I don't know the name of it. There's actually a couple of them. Canva, that's one of them. Canva.com. Because my hair is a mess and I want to hear my voice, but I don't want to show my hair. It's an iPhone. Heck yeah. Unfortunately, I've been posting new one video every day for the entire month of September, but only September. It's a lot of work, so I'm not going to do it yet. After September, I'm gonna go back to like 2 or 3 videos a week. But this month, I've done 28 videos. Yeah, see, there you go. Canva's dope. Once I get a bigger following, I'm gonna remove the Lil from my name. I only have it there. Hopefully, put it from a high school audience I talked about before. Yeah, that might work. It's like a marketing thing. I definitely did go hard this month. I'm feeling the effects at the end of this. As you can see, I've missed 2 uploads, but I had to take my rest, and it's whatever, man. Do you edit your own videos? I like the editing in London when you were near South Bank Skate Park. Was that the one with the graffiti on the ground, or by the London Eye? Yeah, I edit everything. I film, I edit, I do the music. Well, not on my vlogs. I don't do the music for those, but for like the in studios, I do everything by myself. Yeah, I did that. I did all of them. I miss London. That's Peak Town over there. Well, not London, but the UK. I'd move there if I had that kind of money. But the pound, oh my gosh, this stuff is expensive. I spent so much money in London, it's ridiculous. And I didn't even do anything. I was just buying food. Come back, I only discovered your channel after you left. Oh, I get what you're saying. Sorry, I feel overworked. I'm working on the album I talked about, and also a prelude EP because it's telling this big story that has like a double meaning. I hope people understand. Yeah, that's what I'm doing as well. That's what my album represents. It's like me telling the story of everything that I went through to become who I am now. But it's like to tell the story, I have to give the context of what happened in the past, and then how I learned from all that stuff. So a lot of people. Well, if I'll say this, one I got one dislike on my video, the one that says this is how it feels to get cheated on, and I'm pretty sure that that was my ex. But I'm like, dude, this stuff happened. I'm just telling the story. Like, I'm not lying. I mean, like, if you don't like it, then that's your fault. Anyway, Paris is expensive. Yeah, that's why I didn't go there. Not every city's not expensive. Nope, that's a lie. Well, maybe in the UK, I don't know. But uh I've traveled a lot to Eastern Europe, Ukraine, Poland, Romania. Those places are really cheap. That's why I love going there. Aside from my friends, obviously, which Poland, I've only seen one of my friends in Poland. Ukraine is the main place that I go to see my friends. Poland, I only see one friend there, Veronica. Am I gonna sing? No. Love from India. Love to India. What's up, Renee? Man, there's people coming in here to get off. Yeah, London's the only really expensive place. The further up north you go, the cheaper the property cost of living. Yeah, that's dope. Love out to Texas. I gotta get out there too. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to go to South by Southwest, but that is notoriously expensive. But yeah, so every place isn't expensive. It just depends which cities you go to. But normally when I travel, I like to go to places that are less traveled. I'm actually going to China next month. I already bought the plane tickets and stuff, but I still need to get the visa because you have to buy all that stuff before you get the visa, which is stupid. Um, so my fingers are crossed on that. But China seems to be very inexpensive as well. I shouldn't ask for what job. This job, YouTube. Glad to see you. I almost typed it. I don't know why. Yeah, but I'm glad to see you too. It was a nice surprise. Um, yeah, you should show them all the ones from Odessa from 2017, the one with my brother, and then the one from the wedding, and maybe even the Kiev ones too. But definitely the first ones when I was getting whipped and all that crazy stuff, you have to show them that stuff. Have you made a song in a different country before? Yes, I have videos specifically for this. I have the one that I wrote a song in Poland. I have the one where I made a song in London. I have the one where I made a song in France. Well, I didn't really explain that one, but I made a song in France. But yeah. Yeah, I miss it too. And I want to come out there. I actually wanted to come out there in the fall, but since I'm traveling with one of my friends, that's why I'm not going there. We're going to Asia. But the next travel, I'm already saving up for it, and I'm hoping it's going to be in spring. So, like, anytime before April, like between February and April, I want to try and come back out there to see you guys. I think by that time, my asthma will be less of a hassle, so I don't have to, like, you know, he said it was hardcore. That's dope. Share some knowledge how to spread album. I've been doing that. I just basically make content. That's the way to get to spread the message. You got to get in people's face and you got to make videos and stuff. Let's go together on a rock. Wait, is that the German thing that you guys went to? Because if so, I'm down. I've been through Germany, but I've never been in it. Have you heard the original Bound song that Ye played? Yeah, I believe so. Why do I do YouTube? Because it pays me. But that's not the only reason. I need to express myself. I'm the type of person, I'm very expressive. If I don't express myself, I get very sad and it doesn't work out well for me. I have to be able to get my feelings out in some way, shape, or form. So I don't always get to talk to friends. So I make videos to express how I feel, or I make music in those videos to express how I feel. And then also it's nice to teach people. It's nice to help people achieve their goals in making music. That's one thing that I really love to see in my messages. But also it's my income. So that's another reason why I like doing it. We're taking you to Germany. That sounds like something Pete would say, especially with the vigorous, not forceful, but he's like, we're taking you to Germany. Your face is looking healthy from past. My face? Did I look unhealthy before? What did I do? I mean, I've just been drinking water. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I haven't drunk any juice, no soda, no nothing. I just literally been drinking flavored water for the last like 3 weeks. But maybe I don't know. I'm also working out. I'm trying to look good. Even though summer's over, I'm still trying to look good. I'm trying to get that summer body in the wintertime. So yeah, that hydration will get you looking good. I'm trying to prepare myself for my wife. And when the right woman comes, I got to be ready. Your oldest videos are instrumentals. How do you make it? Come on, man. I just make the instrumental. I use Machine and I just make the beats. I mean, that's a very basic question, so you have to be more in depth. I have videos on how I make beats, but just to ask how do you make instrumentals, I mean, it's a long process. I can't really explain it. Yeah, my wife. I don't have one yet. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a fiance, but I'm just saying for the future, whoever it's going to be, I got to be prepared. Wife, no. You think age predictions just rose? I've been talking about getting a wife since I was in middle school. So that doesn't really help you out there. I've been trying to find a wife since I was like 5 years old. I had a girlfriend in kindergarten. Can't you just cut out the vocals? No, you can't. I already told you that. You have to recreate the whole thing exactly how it sounds. There's no way to cut out vocals. No way to cut out any sounds from the instrumental. What are you going to do with your fiance? I don't know. It depends who she is. It depends who she is and what she likes. I gotta find her first. I love XXX Tentacion. What you say? I don't know. I never really listened to him. It wasn't my type of music. I don't have a type. I just I just get with whoever likes me back. Honestly. I mean, obviously they have to be good women and nice. They're not superficial and all that stupid stuff. And they feel exactly what I feel. How for them, they feel the same way for me. I don't want that stuff where it's like one person feels more than the other, or oh, that's no, I can't have that. So I don't care what kind of person they are, or if they uh like cheeseburgers, or if they're a vegan, or that, like, none of that stuff matters. If they're black, white, brown, pink, purple, if they live across the world, or if they live next door to me, it doesn't matter. Like, just as long as a person feels the same thing I feel, like the feelings is mutual, they're nice, and they put the same effort I put in. Everything has to be reciprocal. It has to be returned. I'm not getting in any more relationships where it's like I'm doing all the work and showing all the emotion, and the other person is just like, eh. I don't really have a type looks wise. It's just whoever. I've dated short people, tall people, skinny people, not so skinny people, average people. I've dated all kinds. I don't have a type. It's just I find all kinds of people attractive, but I'm definitely not the type of person that'll tell you, "Oh, I don't care about their looks." No, I care about their looks. If I'm not attracted to you physically, then I can't be in a relationship with you. That's just how it is. Maybe it's shallow, but I'm honest about it. I think people hate on. Yeah, they do. I values musical diversities, lyrical side. I just wish he had time to flesh out more. Yeah. How long it took you to learn making instrumental? I don't know. Probably like to really make good instrumentals, maybe like 6 months to a year. But to make my first beat, it probably took me like a couple days. How many girlfriends have you had? Mm, not that much, or maybe it is a lot compared to other people. If you count my middle school girlfriends, let's see. There was Tanika. There was. Am I gonna count her? No, she doesn't count. There was Gabby for a long time. That was my first serious girlfriend. I miss Gabby. There was, who was after her? Ashley for a day. Sophie for 3 months. Who was after that? And then I was single for a really long time. I dated Sophie, we broke up, and then I tried to date Lauren, but we never got together. And then I was single from like the 10th grade all the way until I was 21 ish. I dated Amanda, then we broke up, and then I dated Justina, my Polish ex. Then we broke up 3 years later, and I dated Didi, my Romanian ex. So that was like seven girlfriends. 7 girlfriends, maybe 8 or 9 if I'm forgetting a couple. He said I'm still single. I'm not a player, man. Never had one. He said, bro, chill. That's not a lot. I mean, that's over the course of how many years was that? Since I was like 12. That's been my girlfriends since I was 12. 7 girlfriends since I was 12 until now. I don't want to give my age, but that's more than 10 years. That's like one girlfriend a year. 20 never had a GF. Yeah, there's some people like that. How did this conversation start? I honestly have no idea. Oh, I was talking about because I'm trying to lose weight because I'm trying to look good for my future wife. And then we just started talking about girlfriends. Dang, 3 hours. I have to go, guys. I got stuff to do, man. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. She still don't know. Tell her. You don't have much time in this life. Tell her you love her. If she doesn't respond well, then she's not the one for you. Just stop. Don't hold back your feelings. Life is too short for that stuff. Inspired you to do YouTube. I'm really glad to hear that. Really. If you ever settle, if you ever in settle or plan on coming here, I got an extra bedroom. Oh, Seattle. Why did I say settle? I'm still thinking about a wife. I'm thinking you're saying if you ever settle down, if you're ever in Seattle. My gosh. I was actually just there at the beginning of the year. I was in Washington, but I was in Yakima or Sunnyside, whatever that place is called. But I might be up there again. I know I'll be up there again. So I appreciate that. I'll let you know. Yeah, right. If you're to set it down, he's gonna give you a room so that you guys can have a place to stay. I am in music. I have no GF, but before that, I have. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just focusing on creating. It's like if a girl comes, she comes. I wish I was in a relationship. I love to be in love, but I'm focusing on my music, my YouTube, my career, and all of that. And I'm just flirting with everybody in the meantime until somebody takes the bait. I have no shame in admitting that. I flirt with my friends because I mean my single friends, I flirt with them. Yeah, I'm pretty busy. I fear getting in a relationship because I'm so focused on this channel. I don't want to get with somebody that's gonna be like, you're a YouTuber or you stop filming. Like, no, this is my job. This is what I do. I gotta find somebody that's like supportive of this and like, oh no, I want to do a video too, like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I need to find my Ela Klein to Ethan Klein. I'm the Ethan Klein. I need to find my Ela Klein. If you guys don't know, H3 Productions. Um, like, can you imagine I'm on this channel like making stuff, and then I got a girlfriend in the background, or she's like making beats with me or something. I mean, not that she has to be a music maker, but we could do like videos like teaching my girlfriend how to make beats. It's funny. I'm thinking about a girlfriend for content, but that's not the only reason. I swear. It's just naturally my brain goes there. How to develop music production. Keep producing, and then try to copy other songs you hear, so you can learn how to do what they do. NF or M and M? You mean Eminem? You're talking about the candy. Uh, both, bro. I really want to start making beats, but I'm only 13. Age, that has nothing to do with it. I got started making beats when I was like 8. So you definitely can do it. You just gotta put the time in. And if you have a phone, because if you're gonna say that you don't have the equipment, then that's not true. If you have a phone, then you can do it. If you have a computer, you can even do it online with Soundtrap, things like that. BandLab, I think too. I think a name for me, Darkest How, and what's your music name? It's so easy to stay on live, guys. Jeez, man. Now I see why people stream for 12 hours. How long ago were you 8? Nah, I'm not answering that question. Just make sure your name is true to you. Yeah. Think a name for me, Darkest. My music name is in my YouTube name. Come on, y'all. This is my music name. Legend. I am Legend. Yeah, making type beats can get you started, and it can help you find your style. Lost track of time. Yeah, definitely. So how long have you been making beats for then? A long time. You know, if you scrub through some of my comments where I get in these arguments with these people, I always tell them how long I've been producing music. And the answer is I've been making music for that's how long I've been making music. Favorite song of 2018? I have no idea. GarageBand. GarageBand or Machine. But GarageBand is probably a better all-around thing to get started in making beats. I love this. I have this new boom arm I bought yesterday. So I can just like move this thing down and stuff. I had to tape the pop filter to it though. But I feel like a real streamer. I'm like a Twitch streamer, guys. You're gonna see me doing gaming videos. I'm just kidding. No, Old Town Road is not my favorite song in 2018. Are you sad that you've been doing it for so long and not getting the credit you deserve? Where people do it for a year and blow up all the time. It always upsets me. I made a video about that, like even with this YouTube channel, when that Janelle Eliana girl uploaded one video and she got 2 million subscribers in a month. And I've been uploading videos since 2006 and I have 50,000 subscribers. So it's definitely sad sometimes, but I get sad and then I move on. You can't stay stuck on that stuff. You just got to keep going. How much that machine thing you have cost? I saw it for a second, but it's like NPC, but it comes with the machine software, so you don't have to buy a DAW to produce music. It comes with a DAW. Also, it comes with sounds in that DAW, so it's like I don't know what the NPC comes with, but I'm sure it doesn't come with its own entire sound library. Maybe it does. I don't know. But machine, yeah, it's way better. The cheapest one is 250 for the Micro Mark III. The one that I have is, excuse me, I think $699, $599, something like that. And then there's the Machine Studio, which I think is like $799 or $899. Those 2 million are dedicated. You got a cult following of dedicated. Yeah, that's the thing. It's because I am able to talk to everybody. I have a really supportive fan base, so it works out. Nobody, no, I didn't give away my age. I said I've been producing music for 22 years. That just tells you that I'm older than 22 years. Can you help me with my music? Uh, in what way? I have a TikTok. I don't post on it. Recently bought a vocal booth, and I am not quite happy. I think the recordings are sounding a bit boxy, and at the same time, I can have unwanted interference with higher frequencies. What to do? Vocal booth. I use Audio Technica MX50. What vocal booth? Sarah. She comments with the moon. Oh, my Hulu subscription is. Ooh, I got a like on OkCupid. Let's see who liked my profile. Um, stupid moon. I can't stop looking at that. Do you think you need to work harder? No, I work way too hard. I think I need to work less hard, honestly. It's all about working smarter, not harder. Future wife. What about my future wife? I just need you to promote my latest song on SoundCloud. Uh I don't really do that kind of thing. I don't really do that kind of thing. Oh, we got mathematicians in the house. Um no, I said never mind. I'm not going to say anything. Um So what was I saying? I totally forgot what I was saying. Yeah, promoting people's music. I have to hear the song first, and it's got to be something that I like. Oh no, I made it clear I'm not 30. I am definitely not 30. No way, Jose. I knew that was gonna happen at some point. Somebody would do the math. Sound bricks. No, but is it like a reflex filter? What is it? Like the one that wraps around? I'm not hiding. I'm just trying to sit comfortable because I've been sitting for 3 hours. Or you mean hiding my age? Yeah, I record right here, just like this. Not obviously not sitting like this, but at this desk with this. I talked about it before. I only don't talk about my age because I feel like if I do, mostly I feel like my younger subscribers will think that they can't relate to my channel. Like, oh, he's blank years old. He's too old. He doesn't understand me. That type of thing. So I try to not talk about it because I don't want people to assume. And then the same thing for older people. I don't want older people to be like, oh, well, he's too young, like that kind of thing. I always felt that maybe if I talked about it in my head, that people will be like, mm, I can't. It's kind of like the whole Liza thing, like Liza Koshy, and how people don't really pay it. They like people still watch like her videos or her, but her audience is not as young as it used to be because people are like, "Oh, she's grown up now. I can't relate to her." But I don't know if that's true. It was just a fear I had. Yeah, people judge off of your age too, especially like in my position. If I say I'm 30, which I'm not 30, but if I said I was, uh, here I am living in my parents' house, and I'm like, oh, why are you still living in your parents' house? Why don't you have your own place? There's so many things that are going on in my life, so I don't want to have to sit here and explain all that stuff. And the fact that California is not cheap at all. So it's just so much like that'll save me the time instead of like talking about my age and people making judgments. I only take advice from people that have experience in those. Yeah, there's some people. I mean, most people do that, I think. But at the same time, I just want my words and what I teach to be the lesson instead of my age. I don't want people to assume that just because I'm older or younger that I have more or less experience. I want them to just know, oh, he's got experience because he's been doing this for a long time. Do I freestyle? Yeah, but not seriously. My room's not acoustically treated either. If you have if you have a carpet, you're already ahead of the curve. So just make sure you keep that carpet and record in a room with a carpet. That helps with acoustics. Put a blind or a sheet or whatever. What's that thing called? Curtain over your windows so that the sound doesn't bounce off the windows. And if you ever do get the acoustics, I think usually they say behind the speakers is good. Right above where you record, put one right there. That's good as well. And the rest is like based on measurements. So that stuff I don't really know too much about. I'm new trying to make music. If you could give more advice, what would be your best advice for motivation? For motivation, it depends why you're trying to make music. My best advice for motivation is to think about why you're making music in the first place. If you're making music to be famous, you have the wrong motivation. If you're making music just for money, you have the wrong motivation. If you're making music because you love it, that's the right motivation. It all starts with loving what you do first, or having a passion for what you do first. If you don't have the passion or the love, then what happens when you never make money off of your music? What happens when you never get famous off of your music? You quit because you don't get those things. But if you love it, you'll make it just because you're happy doing it. I don't think, I mean, it does matter to mix headphones versus speaker to an extent, but I always mix on my headphones. I don't think it's that big of a difference, honestly. I'd probably get crucified for that, but I really like the sound of your vocals. Thank you. If you really have the passion, it will show. Exactly. Watching your old vid, I've learned a lot from you. 2 days I've been sub. Dang, you only been sub 2 days? That's dope. But yeah, you just gotta love it, man. And that's the only reason why I've lasted so long. I've had nights where I've broken down in tears and cried in this very room because my career wasn't going fast enough and I wasn't making money, or I had to sell my equipment because I wasn't making money, or my audience wasn't growing fast enough. My videos weren't getting enough views. My music's not getting played a lot. I've broken down, but I love it. And so the next morning I wake up and get right back to it. If I was focused on the fame, I would have been like, no, I'm quitting. I hate this feeling. If I was focused on money, I'd be like, no, I need to go get a job. But guess what? I love it. So I do it for 3 years with no job. I haven't had a job in 3 years. And I've been doing just fine. Much love. I'm about to go myself. I make music because I want to motivate people like me. I had injury, been on bed 6 straight months, so that's why I want to make music. Yeah, that's a good reason. You want to motivate people. That's why I do it as well. I love to inspire people, and that's honestly why I stay on this live for 3.5 hours. Because it's still talking to you guys. But I do have to go. I got some stuff I need to do. It's been dope chilling. Look out for tomorrow's video, which I need to edit. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I will try to do this like a weekly thing. I really want to do this more. And it should be fun. It should be fun. So yeah, that's a good reason as well. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, I'm gonna head off of here. I appreciate all 22 of you who are currently watching, and however many of you who were watching before this, and everybody who's watching the replay. I doubt you're watching all 3 hours of this, but I appreciate all you guys. And 6 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow, new video, how to do your rap vocals. And then Monday, whew, the last day of this daily upload. My gosh, I will be free. Take care. Appreciate it. I will probably be back next week on the live anyway. I need a new couch. Look at this. I sleep on this. I've been sleeping on this for like 6 years. Anyway, bye guys. And I appreciate you. Every last one of you. Stay legendary. Love y'all too.